it's showtime. That's right. You know the vibes. You know the drill. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, degenerates, gamblers, college basketball fans, anyone I might be leaving out. Far and wide. Let me collect myself here. Heart beating a little bit fast. We are getting the vibes going here this morning already. Hey, I am your humble, honored, hyped, and always handicapping host, Colton. Captain Colt Soroka, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by Cup of Joe on campus. Gotta change the background here real quick. You see it on this beautiful collegiate Saturday of basketball betting. We also have plenty of other stuff going on. Not to mention, the Green Bay Packers playing the San Francisco 49ers. My partner's Green Bay Packers, the man to my left right now. The man, the myth, the degenerate gambling legend, Riley RMags Magnuson. Partner, how you doing over there today, my friend?
My man, you already laid it out. I am doing absolutely fantastic, and you know exactly why. I am through the roof with juiced energy, my man, and a nice little. I can't complain with a nice little college basketball. 7 hours worth of sports appetizers, talking college basketball, and then getting all of this college basketball action. So I can't wait, dude. We've got a hell of a card, I think, coming down the pipe today. So I'm ready to get rocking and rolling, dude.
Oh, I'm ready to get rocking and rolling. How you doing over there today? Outside of that, I mean, the vibes flowing, the energy's looking good.
Please.
I mean, I don't see any cheese falling out of your ears yet. It's just why I'm asking. I mean, okay, it's still title count.
Any lace? Please, okay. I got Lambo leaping on my shirt, dude. No,
okay.
I did the wake up, fly out of bed, fling the covers off, pop right out. I'm good, dude.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure there's no nervous energy, there's no anxiety coming from your end of the screen. We need good energy. We need positivity. We need all those good vibes coming here today. So I love to hear it. Hey, before we go anywhere, my friend, it's called Cup of Joe on campus for a reason.
Sure
We're sitting
is.
a pile of fucking beans in the middle of a Benjamin. So to me, to you, to all you beautiful people tuning in this morning for Cup of Joe on campus, hey, take your sip and let's talk a little bit more shit and we'll get into it today. Whoa! Partner, what you sipping on today, dog?
Mr. Folgers again, dude.
It's Folgers in your cup. I got caramel macchiato this week.
Ooh, okay. We've got I think I told you we upped our game at Christmas level and got basically a mini little coffee bar. So I've got 5 options that we just haven't grounded up. So we've been sticking with Folgers, I think, until we're we're running. Keep it simple, dude. Keep it simple, stupid.
KISS, the old KISS method. I absolutely love it. All right, well, nothing late breaking here, it looks like, this morning, so we won't waste any time. We'll just get right on into the college basketball slate. As a reminder, drop my UFC pick blog this morning, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. 3 money line plays, 3 prop plays, and the return of the Don't Bet Against Brazilians parlay. 3-1 odds this week, so not as juicy, but much more confident in it, making it straight to the pay window. We'll talk about all that and more at the end of the show. But for now, there's almost 200 collegiate. I don't know why I always say collegiate. 200 college basketball games on tap. Collegiate, college, it's the same shit. There's almost 200 college basketball games on tap is what I'm trying to say. This is one of the most loaded Saturdays we've had of the entire season so far. So grab your pens, grab your papers, grab your pencils. We're going to be here a while. We're probably going to be here right just about up until tip-off. That's why we get to going so early. So as always, partner, anything else from your side of the screen before we jump right in and get it going with the first game on the slate today?
Only thing is I'll have my extra cheddar probably right about after the show. I got it ready to rock, so it'll be ready to post about 11 o'clock a.m. today, my friends.
Sweet. Well, we'll be ready to rock and roll. The old the IT team, the website team will be ready to rock and roll to post that as soon as you are off of the show here. So, without further ado, quit the gossip, quit the nonsense, my friends. It's time to, we're going to keep all of that going because it's a lot of nonsense here on this beautiful Saturday. We're talking all things college basketball. So without further ado, it's time to get into today's slate. First game up on tap. My friends, we have the Hofstra Pride and the Northeastern Mavericks. The Pride are laying 4 on the road. Current line at 141.5 after an open at 143. Can't lie to your partner. I was leaning to the Pride at -3. Wake up this morning, you see the line go up to -4. You kind of kick yourself in the ass and say, maybe you will kind of wish you would have bought in, but I'm not over the moon with it. Basically, it was a fade of Northeastern, and what I'm trying to watch myself on, and what I think you should, and everybody else listening out there too, is kind of try and watch yourself on these fade plays. What I've noticed is if I get myself in a spot of, that fucking team, they're fucking terrible, I can do it, no problem, and you don't look deep enough into what the team you're actually betting on, what they do, and just because you're fading it, it might not be the best bet on the world. So I've got caught in that a little bit, and that's kind of why I was going to make that play. But Hofstra minus the 3 will not be on my card, but with the line movement, I think it does have value if you want to get involved on the first game on tap.
Yeah, I agree. Looks like a lot of money and bets on there, but I think it's one of those smaller games early in the day where I don't think that's anything to scare you away as far as the liability of that one.
150%, my friend. So we'll keep it steaming. We'll keep it moving. Second game up on tap. Big Ten matchup. I 150% have a play that I'm over the moon on. I don't know if you do as well, partner. I don't know if you're intrigued by what I have out of this matchup, but we're talking Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Are we lining up, my friend? Yes, we are.
I believe so, yes.
All right. Well, I'll get right after it. I'll lay it down here right off the jump. Minnesota is laying 1.5 at Ski-U-Mah, home hardwood. Line is at 130.5 on the total after opening at 129.5. I am taking the Golden Gophers at home, minus 1.5, and so is my partner. We absolutely love this play. Now, you might look at him and say, okay, Mags, easy a little bit. You're just trying to get your revenge after your Iowa. And I would say, yeah, maybe me too a little bit. And kind of in the bottom of my heart is where I wanted to go with this, even if you weren't going to play it. But at the end of the day, all I keep flashing back to is that phantom no call at the end of the day and how the Scarlet Knights had no business winning that damn game. And there's a couple of key things here also. Them being on the road. That is absolutely insane. I guess they were in Rutgers when they played Iowa. I'm sorry. So I was thinking they were on the road. Either way, on the road here in this matchup, they have not been good on the road all season long. 1-5 straight up and against the number in all 6 road games, and they have not been good. They have not been a team that you want to back on the road. They are worthy of being faded on the road, my friends, because Minnesota, pretty damn solid at home. 5-3 straight up. 2-5-1 against the number. Their only failed covers were a minus 13.5 against the Jacksonville Dolphins, which they still destroyed them. A +7 against Michigan State, powerhouse. A minus 15 against Texas A&M Corpus Christi, which they still destroyed them. A +6.5 against Illinois, powerhouse. And a +7 against Iowa, powerhouse. So they just had a couple of weird valuations on their line, and I think that's why we saw them go 2-5-1 here early in the season, and I think they start to trend back up on their home hardwood. Couple of key things statistically before I kick it over to you, partner. Home and away splits here go deeper than just kind of the high-level records. As far as points per game allowed, Rutgers holds Minnesota holds a severe advantage being at home. Minnesota 68.3 points per game, 63.5 points per game allowed on their home hardwood, compared to Rutgers 64.3 points per game on the road and 74.3 points per game allowed away from home. It is disgusting. It's time that the doggone Gophers get back right. It's now or never. 1-5 straight up in Big Ten play, but Ski-U-Mah, 23-17-1 against the number historically as a home favorite. I think they get back to that. Partner, before I kick it over to you, Rutgers 1-5 ATS last 6 on the road, 1-5 ATS versus a team with a home winning percent greater than 600, and the favorite in this matchup between goodness gracious, here we go. The favorite in the last 11 meetings between these two teams is 9-2 against the number. There's my English. It's working now. Partner, in summary, what do you got for the Golden Gophers minus 1.5?
Just about everything that you just said, partner. I will add a couple things that I kind of pushed me over the edge on this one. It's really a lot of fading Rutgers on the road here. I've talked about with you. We've talked about it. I talked about it with our friend Jeff Dawson. Minnesota was kind of that fraudy-ish team in the Big Ten, the way their straight-up record was, and we've kind of seen it. They're coming off 4 straight losses, but it's to 4 of the best teams in the Big Ten on the road. That's not what Rutgers is at all. So I think this is a big old bounce-back spot against a team that they are just flat-out better than, honestly, especially in Minnesota. If it was at Rutgers, I'd be all over the Scarlet Knights.
Definitely.
Rutgers has a bad defense, a bad offense. and it doesn't travel any different on the road. It's a little worse on the road. They have a solid D, like you mentioned, at home, partner, but it doesn't travel well. So I think Minnesota is going to be able to score. They've been exposed by some of these good offensive teams, and that's just not what they're seeing today. So I just really like the matchup here. I'd be interested, honestly, Minnesota at Rutgers if, in a certain circumstance, but I love Minnesota laying only 1.5 here, partner. I think they get this one done by at least 5, honestly.
Absolutely. I was saying, number one, Minnesota has played the first-ranked strength of schedule in conference play per KenPom, and Rutgers has played the 8th-ranked. Rutgers 5-2 in conference play, Minnesota 1-5 in conference play. So a little bit of something for you to think about there. This is a big letdown spot for the Scarlet Knights, and sounds like both me and you think the old Golden Gophers rebound big at home. So there you go. There you have it. Both mine and Mag's first best bet of the day. While I get this bad boy put in the ticker here, partner, second matchup on tap, or the third game up on tap here. We got the West Virginia Mountaineers. It's a terrific day to be a Mountaineer. It's a wonderful day to be a Mountaineer, wherever you may be against the Texas Tech Red Raiders. What say you, partner?
My man, I do believe, unless I'm mistaken, I believe we have the same play on this one once again. I am going to the total.
Let's go.
I am going to the total. Is that where you're going?
That's where I'm going. I know you've been hot on your Big 12 total, so I was hoping we were
I like this one
up.
a lot, dude. Yeah, we've got and this one has been climbing, actually, and I still honestly like it, partner. I caught it, I believe you also, I saw on the tracker, 128.5. Is that correct? Yes,
correct.
sir. Over 128.5, West Virginia, Texas Tech, up to, in certain spots, 131.5. That's probably about the threshold that I would go to. I don't know about you, partner. 130.5 or 131.5, 132.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it over 132 for sure.
Yeah, biggest thing for me, partner, West Virginia's defense away from home, similar to what we just talked about. Nowhere near as good on the road.
Terrible.
Texas Tech's offense at home, unbelievably better.
Terrific.
Texas Tech has a 20-point difference. I'd actually like to go and check to see if this is the biggest split from home and away points per game at home. 81 points per game at home compared to 61 points per game on the road for Texas Tech. So at home on their home hardwood, they've been fantastic on offense, and not quite as much defensively. Honestly, they have a little bit higher scoring games at home than they do the road, and vice versa. Same kind of situation, but in the opposite way for West Virginia. 12-point difference defensively, points allowed. 59 allowed at home. Fantastic. I love betting their unders at home. Honestly, I like taking their overs at home or overs on the road. 71 points per game allowed on the road. And then I've only got a couple trends. I'm sure you got a lot more, partner. 7-1 for West Virginia to the over last 8 as a road dog, and 18-6 last 24 as a dog in general. So whenever they're on the dog, which typically is kind of on the road here, partner, they're still kind of valued as that team that's going to be a scrappy defensive team. Not saying they're scrubs defensively on the road, but they're nowhere near what they are at home. So at this low total, I love it a lot, especially the way it's climbing up. So I'm over the moon about the number that we caught, partner. I still like it at this one, all the same, though.
For sure. Our first best bet was the Big Ten Bookie Buster. Okay,
there you go.
That's what they're selling it on sites for here today. The Big Ten Bookie Buster. This one, the Big 12 Terrorizer, my friend.
Okay.
West Virginia against Texas Tech over 128.5. I shout out Jeff Dawson. He he turned me on to something that he noticed I was doing on the show and implemented a new system. Tried it out on the total yesterday and it worked. So I tried it out on this one. My number came out to 134.2 on this one. So maybe even be comfortable going up to 133.5. I don't know, but I was really comfortable when I saw it at 128.5 for sure. You talked about the home and away splits as far as points per game allowed. There's one thing I want to go a little bit deeper into, and that's Texas Tech points per game allowed at home. Now, it's only 57 points per game. You might say, damn, their defense is really good at home. Au contraire. Hold on just a second. They've played North Florida, Grambling State, Prairie View A&M, Nebraska, Omaha, Lamar, Arkansas State, Eastern Washington, Alabama State, and here we go, finally, Kansas, Oklahoma State, and Iowa State. When they got into those Big 12 games, that's when the overs started to come. It was under Central when they were playing some of those low-level opponents because they simply could not put points on the board, and I think that points per game allowed on their home hardwood number is just a little bit inflated, and we see just a little bit of regression back to a mean number here today. But you're damn right, partner. I got plenty more trends to dish out. The over's 5-1 in the Mountaineers' last 6 overall, 11-3 in their last 14 road games. It's also 6-2 in their last 8 following a straight-up loss, 11-14-1 their last 16 on the beautiful day known as Saturday. The over's 11-5 in Texas Tech's last 16 versus a team with a winning straight up record, 10-5 in their last 15 January games, and the over is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between these two teams. Hammered in with me and my partner, not over 132.5, maybe 133 if it gets up there, but we got it at 128.5. You see it in the ticker, West Virginia versus Texas Tech over 128.5. Okay, I love that one, the Big 12 Terrorizer. There you go, there you have it. Kicking things off.
Did you have any thoughts on that spread? I was honestly curious if you had any thoughts on that one.
Yeah, I wanted West Virginia, but I felt fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs after getting kicked in the teeth. And now I woke up this morning with seeing the opportunity. I had to get it at 9, and now it's down to 7.5, and I don't know if that's fake or not. So I'm glad I took the total.
I love the total. I'm happy to stick with the total. My gut, just because of the home and road splits, as far as what they do offensive defensively, it had me leaning towards Texas Tech, but I think that number might be spot on. I think it's going to finish right around that 8.
I agree. I think you are right yourself, my friend. All right, well, let's keep it moving. Next game up on tap, the Northern Kentucky Norse at the Pewee Jaguars. Any need to make a pit stop here?
No.
Okay, for sure. Next one up on tap, ACC matchup, Virginia Tech Hokies. I'm in love with the Hokies against the Boston College Eagles. Eagles have been just about shit anywhere you put them, but Virginia Tech is not even your uncle's Virginia Tech team, not even mine and yours Virginia Tech team from the last 1, 2, 3 years here as of late. I don't trust either one of these teams as far as I can throw them. I know you're a big ACC homer here as of late. I'm glad to see you don't really have a strong opinion on this one for sure. This is kind of one of the nastier ones of the day, but we won't waste too much time on it because it's at a spread of 6. So I just think there's zero value in this game whatsoever.
Yeah, no chance I'm taking anything in this one. Virginia Tech, anything over 2, I have no interest in, honestly, with them. There might be specific spots, but I mean, last time I backed them, I got burned. In Boston College, honestly, Boston College is bad, and I do not have a read on them. One of those teams where they might be able to show up, or they might lose by 30. So yeah, get us out of this one.
Okay, well, we will keep it moving. We will keep it grooving. I mean, hell, I even made a damn song for the Hokies, and they keep stiffing us. Like, I don't understand.
Hey, that was the peak of the value, I would say.
I think it was, and it's just steadily fallen off a cliff since then. So, next game up, another ACC matchup. Syracuse goes to Duke, number 5 Duke, that being. The Blue Devils laying 11.5 on their home hardwood. Current total at 154. Partner, anything from you?
I do not have anything gun to my head. That under is a little intriguing. That seems like it's a little steep, but inflated, nothing that I was in love with in this one. Duke's looking for a bounce back, so I'm not trying to get in front of that train.
150%, I agree with you. Let's keep it moving on the 11 o'clock slate. The UMBC Terriers against the Maine Black Bears. Maine Black Bears are the 7-point home dog, and the current total is at 134.5. Partner, anything from you?
No, sir. You got anything on this one?
No, I typically would. I like the old Terriers, but 7, just a little bit more. If this was around a 3.5, 4.5, I'd think about getting involved, but a little bit too many points for me. Talking about too many damn points, we got a Big East matchup. Villanova, number 11 Villanova, going up against the unranked Georgetown Hoyas. Hoyas, 14-point home dog. 139.5 is the current total. Oh, my gosh, the Cats have been just absolutely cooking teams left, right, and center, but that's on their home hardwood. And then Marquette rolls in and says, hey, guess what? Oh, no. Who?
Yeah.
You're right. That was Marquette. I cashed a ticket. I thought that's who it was. Marquette rolls in and says, hey, guess what, you sons of bitches? We're going to beat you outright as 14-point favorites on your home hardwood, or as 14-point dogs, and now they're 14-point favorites on the road. I think the Hoyas are dead, but I got no interest in trying to get involved in this one. I'm just going to sit back and watch here today.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, man. They showed some signs of life against Providence. Ended up covering that game, but it was still not very pretty, man. I've got no interest in trying to figure out what's going on with Georgetown yet. Maybe we'll figure it out after today, but I'm not sure.
Maybe, but I got zero. I got two chances of faith, and that's slim and none. So shout out Lee Corso. Keep it moving, keep it grooving. Next game up on tap. Oh baby, I have a play in this matchup called the Big East Evaporator.
Oh, okay.
The Big East Bookie Evaporator, my friends. I mean, we're deleting bookies off the face of this planet with this damn play. So, Seton Hall Pirates against the St. John's Red Storm. You got anything out of this one, partner?
I do not. I'm letting you take this one for us.
Okay. St. John's is the 2.5-point home dog. Current total at 156.5 after open at 157. I think this is going to be a classic Big East shootout somewhere in the 60s, and I am taking the Seton Hall Pirates -2 on the road. I caught them at -2, but I'm fine with the -2.5. This just feels like another setup and a half for the Johnnies, and I cannot get over getting kicked in the teeth with that line movement backing them against Creighton earlier on in the week. I don't know what in the world. It still does not make sense. I still cannot get words out as to what that line movement means or why that didn't hit. And again, it just seems like this is another big setup for them. They're 94th in the nation per KenPom on overall ranking, and that's compared to Seton Hall, who's 29th in the nation. So I think this is a complete undervaluation of the line. I think this line is this short because it's a Big East Conference game, and I think this is a Big East evaporator, and Seton Hall rolls by 7, 8, 10, 12 points here today. Seton Hall was just 2-point favorites on the road, and they failed to cover and lost outright against Marquette. Another Big East matchup, same exact line. The books are raising it. What the hell's going on? I'll let you do with that information as you wish. In conference play, I want to make a pit stop here. Seton Hall's 2-4, St. John's 2-3, but Seton Hall has had the second-ranked strength of schedule in Big East play, where St. John's has only had the 8th-ranked strength of schedule. I think we see Seton Hall start to turn a corner and really start to have some success here. That matchup against Marquette, I watched that game. They got so stiff down towards the end. I mean, it was absolutely ridiculous them losing that game, and I just don't see it happening here again. I think they're going to out-hustle St. John's up and down the court, left, right, and center, as evidenced by the rebounds. 98th in offensive rebounding percent for the Pirates, 63rd on the defensive side, and they're 18th in overall height. That's going up against the Johnnies that are 76 on the offensive glass, 333rd on the defensive glass, and 107th in overall height. The Johnnies are coughing up the rock about 13.4 times a game on average, where Seton Hall's only averaging 11.3 turnovers on the offensive side. If anybody's coughing up the rock, I think it's going to be the Johnnies, and I think they continue to struggle. Last but not least, this is going to be tight as hell. It's a Big East Conference matchup. You know the drill. We need free throws. The Pirates, 77.6% from the charity stripe this year. The Johnnies, 66.5% from the charity stripe. And wouldn't you know, in 2020, Seton Hall shot 82.3% from the free throw line. So I think they continue to trend up that direction. But St. John's only shot 65.5%. So pretty much matching their exact 2020 total. I think they miss a few key shots and allows us to cover this bad boy easily. But you don't believe me? In summary, believe the trends. St. John's 3-10 ATS last 13 overall, 2-8 against the number their last 10 home games, 1-6 against the number last 7 versus a team with a winning straight-up record, 0-4 against the number their last 4 Saturday games. And my friends, I was all over the Johnnies last year. If you followed along with us, you know they cashed tickets for us left, right, and center. The Fade the Johnnies, oh my gosh. I'm about to get choked up saying this. The Fade the Johnnies train is here live in prime time, and my friends, I've watched them. They're just not a cohesive unit. So third best bet of the day coming from me this weekend, today, the Big East evaporator, Seton Hall Pirates, -2.
I'm interested, my man. That either they're flat out wrong, the odds makers, or KenPom, which I don't want to say because he's pretty damn spot on with his rating system here. I don't know, man. This is weird to me. This is really weird to me. I'm interested.
Yeah, I think it's just classic case of, St. John's was on the road. They got to come back and bounce back, right? Oh, they're the home dog. Oh, we got to take the 2.5. That's easy. Yeah, I don't like it whatsoever. So there you go. There you have it.
Okay.
Jumped off the absolute effing screen at me, my friend. So there you go. There you go. Next one up. George Washington at the Rhode Island Rams. We have the Rams laying 15 on their home hardwood and a current total of 134.5. Anything from you here, partner?
No, sir. I'm hoping the Rams get rolling here. They're fun when they're good, dude. I got nothing on this one though. Most def.
But yeah, I am not interested in laying that much chalk. No. Okay, well I thought I was going to take a break and sip on a little bit of Joe here, but I got 2 games up back to back that I got picks out of, so. No rest for the weary. We got more work to do. Next game up on tap. We're going to the number 12 Kentucky Wildcats at the number 2 Auburn Tigers, and Mags and me are lining up. And
no,
my
sir.
friends, no, we're not.
No, sir.
Wow.
1 showdown on the day, I do believe.
Okay, well, you're going to get absolutely piped on it. That's fine by me. No problem whatsoever. Auburn minus 3.5 is my best bet of the day. There is a reason that the Auburn Tigers are favored at home. There's nothing. I can't believe the audacity you have to come to this show and lay down the Kentucky Wildcats as a road dog. There is a very distinct reason as to why they are a road dog. And the entire public, along with my partner, is going to be saying, oh my gosh, don't believe those action splits. No, we need to sit down and have a talk about those things because those aren't they're literally not. Because I was comparing them with some other stuff last night, and it's fucking garbage. You see a blue blood as an underdog, everybody in their fucking college basketball brothers are going to be betting on them as an underdog, point blank period. They're 2-2 straight up, 1-3 against the number on the road. They're not covering here today. 5-1 straight up in SEC play. They've only covered 2 out of their last 5. They're overvalued as all shit. The number is continuing to climb. I'm cool with it at 4. Wouldn't take it over 4.5 because Auburn 9-0 straight up, 8-1 against the number at home. They're 6-0 straight up in SEC play. This is their chance to lay the hammer down and solidify themselves at the top of the conference. They're on a 7-game cover streak, covered 8 out of their last 10, and they are absolutely rolling. The Tigers are going to boat race the Kentucky Wildcats, much like the Wildcats like to do to other teams, but they ain't going to have success doing it here against the Tigers. 57th in the nation for Auburn, 108th in the nation for Kentucky. If anybody's coughing up the rock, it ain't going to be the doggone Tigers today, my friend. 31st in offensive turnover percent per KenPom, 34th on the defensive side of the ball in turnover percent. You look at that same stat at Kentucky, 63rd offensively, terrific, but 196 on the defensive side of the ball. So I think Kentucky is going to struggle all day on the offensive side of the ball like a lot of people are not expecting. The Tigers defense turns into plenty of offense for them, and if you don't believe me on this, believe the damn trends. Kentucky, 1-5 against the number, their last 6 on the road. 1-7 against the number, their last 8 road games. Was a team with a home winning percent greater than 600. 3-7 against the number, their last 10 January games. Auburn, 12-2 against the number, last 14 home games. 6-1 against the number, last 7 Saturday games. 5-0 against the number, their last 5 versus a team with a winning percent above 600. 4-1 ATS, the last 5 meetings with Kentucky. 7-3 ATS, the last 10 meetings overall. And 4-1 ATS, the last meetings on their home hardwood against the Wildcats. Please indulge me. What fucking gear has fallen out of your ears today?
Is that it?
Oh, that's it, my friend, and it's the one that's getting to the pay window.
Oh,
what gear has fallen out of your ears?
I'm not coming in fighting on you, dude.
No, I am.
A little showdown here.
No friendly showdown. Not on this one, pal. No, because we've been backing the hell out of the Auburn Tigers, and now you're smacking them square in the mouth with a blue blood. You know how much I hate the blue bloods, but go ahead. Tell us. What do you got?
Nah.
What do you got? You got no analysis? You got no analysis?
Actually,
are you gonna lay it down?
Sweet, dude.
Are you gonna lay it?
I'm waiting for you to calm down over there a
No,
little bit.
I ain't doing it, man. I said no, I ain't doing it.
I think Kentucky's got the offense to keep up with them and at least keep this within 4, my man. I think it's a toss-up game, and I'm taking the points with the dog in it. What I think is going to be the best game of the day. Got the offense to keep up with them. Number 4, AOE. Rebounding advantage was the biggest thing for me, partner. 21st defensive rebounding for Kentucky. 8th offensively for Kentucky compared to Auburn. 49th on the defensive end and 110th offensively. So I think they're going to be controlling the boards. I don't have as many trends as you, I'll admit. I typically would be against a Kentucky team in a dog spot like this, but going up against the number 2 team in the country, everyone that loves college basketball right now is all over in love with Auburn, and I can't blame you. I cannot blame you. But I do like Kentucky. 5-2, last 7 following a straight-up win. When they're rolling, they're rolling, and I think they're going to be rolling today. Yeah. And I think they're going to keep it within 4, my man.
Yeah, the book's just giving you more points, making it easier for you for sure. No problem whatsoever. Yeah, just making it easy. I've watched this line movement. I write this thing called a college basketball afternoon board report where I see this exact line movement and exact like money and bet splits every single day on this app. And this exact line has cashed all day, every day, this entire week. So side with me, my friends. Don't throw your money out the window. Hammer in.
What money splits? I'm not even like being goofy.
So it's straight up, it's like these 71, 61s and like this in the 60s and 70s. I don't know, and I'm being dead honest with action. I don't know how they set this up because sometimes it'll look like 30% of bets, 70% of money. Holy shit, that's a sharp side. And the only reason why it's doing that is because their experts are on it. is my synopsis of how I'm kind of seeing it. It's so
Have
weird.
you seen money splits though, other than that today?
But I was like looking at stuff on VSiN, and like VSiN's was completely different, or like some other shits was completely different. Either way, but yeah, now it's showing pretty public. Either way, with these, what this reminds me of is Chattanooga, and another one there. What the hell was the other one? Because I literally said it to Dawson when we were on his show. When I was on his show, he was saying something. I was like, you know what game reminds me of that? My Chattanooga -3.5.
I do remember you saying that, but
and I was like, you know what play reminds me of that? My Auburn -3.5 play today. It's just these 70 and 70, 60 and 60 splits. It's where the publics and the sharps are lining up, and there's just no way in my mind Auburn doesn't roll here today. It's going to be a sweat and a half, but they're going to end up pulling away at the end on some crazy shit. So I love the 3.5. There you go. There you have it. Okay.
I think that's the only one we got opposing today.
SEC stinger. That one's going to be a stinger for you. That's an SEC stinger.
Sting your ass in the ass.
No, it is an SEC stinger. You can't utilize my fucking saying to try and have a comeback on me, pal. It doesn't work like that.
Get a better saying.
You can't tell me to get a better saying if you're utilizing my saying to try and have a comeback on me, pal. What the you clearly obviously do if you got to utilize somebody else's saying. All right, motherfucker, take off the. You know what? Put them up. Come through the other side of the screen. I've had about a damn enough. We got UFC 270 on tap. We can fucking just fly out to Vegas. We got connections out there. We can go out there right now. We can just meet in the fucking UFC Apex. We can handle this shit, huh? You want to be cordial? You want to get over this fucking show, huh?
I ain't no fighter, dude. I'm cool.
All right, fine. Simmer down on my side. Jeez. All right. Continuing with the next game up on tap, we have the Vanderbilt Commodores and the Florida Gators. And my friends, I got to play out of this one too.
I got nothing. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this one.
Cool. I'm really excited to talk about this one actually, because this one I struggled with for a little while, and then I saw some late line movement, and what I've been noticing too, FanDuel, DraftKings, they'll slap the juice on a side that seems to be, this is going to be a public side. They'll give them -115, -120 early on when it opens, and then I'll wake up the next morning and it's down to -110. So they were just like giving that juice to make it kind of seem like, this is the side, you got to hammer it in. It's going to fly up through the hole. It's going to fly up through the ceiling, but then it doesn't end up doing that. So Vanderbilt Commodores against the Florida Gators. Line was at 6.5, goofing around at 7. The first thing all the public sees, oh my gosh, the Gators going up to 7. As soon as we wake up, we got to hammer it in. It's going to go up to 9. Ooh, Circa Sports, shout out our good friends over there, didn't dare move it off of 6, and most every book back around the entire marketplace has held it firm around 6.5. I've seen this kind of sharp side on the Florida Gators time and time again this year, and it doesn't sit well with me. We cashed that ticket on the Gators at the -4, not an unsweaty ticket, and let me actually talk about that because it actually plays into this a lot here. This just seems like a setup for the Gators because number one, they were just a 6-point home favorite. They dropped down to a 4-point home favorite with the Castleton news. Stick a pin in that. I'll come back to that, actually. Colin Castleton, that's really important. But they were a 4-point home favorite. They ended up covering their original 6 by 2 points. They won 80 to 72, so 8 points. Okay, remember that. Try and maybe your tinfoil hat's a little sideways. I don't know, but just stick with me. Vanderbilt was just 6.5-point dogs on the road against Tennessee. Very similar style of team. And they lost 68 to 60. Exactly 8 points on a 6-point spread. So, are you seeing what I'm seeing? I don't know. Shit's seeming a little weird here. It seems like a setup and a half for the Gators, but I got a little bit more. I keep my tinfoil hat on, but I got a little bit more statistical-wise. Home and away splits are huge for me here. Vanderbilt is 4-1 straight up and against the number on the road, 2-0 straight up and against the number on the road in conference play so far this year. So they have played damn good. Florida, 7-3 straight up, 6-4 against the number at home. This is a classic case of them being overvalued again. They got lucky. It was basically, I don't know how they ended up pulling that off against Mississippi State. We got lucky at the end of the day, and I think that is going to basically allow everybody in the public to say, the Gators are back, here we go. And I don't think they're back because take that pin out. Colin Castleton is still out until further notice. Like there's no timetable on him whatsoever. And did you know He's their leading scorer with 15.4 points per game. There is only so much Appleby and DeRuggi can do, averaging 9.5 points per game, both respectively, in his absence. They also have Fleming, averaging 10.8 points per game, but that's not going to be anything in my mind. Scottie Pippen Jr., 18.8 points per game. Hello, Jordan Wright, 12.5 points per game. I think they're going to be absolutely bombing on the Gators here today. I think the Commodores have no problem scoring. I think they keep this close. I think this is going to be a back-and-forth SEC battle. And not to mention, Vanderbilt's kind of owned the Gators against the number here over the last few seasons. But I'll tell you about some key trends you should know about all in general. Vanderbilt, 10-3-2 against the number, last 15, following a straight-up loss. 10-2-1 ATS, last 13 road games. 8-3 against the number, last 11 Saturday games. Florida, 8-17 against the number last 25 Saturday games, 7-17-1 against the number last 25 home games versus a team with a winning road record. The road team in the last 15 meetings between these two teams is 11-4 against the number. The dog in the last 17 meetings is 14-3 against the number. Vanderbilt is 7-3 against the number in the last 10 meetings overall, and 6-1 against the number the last 7 meetings against these Gators on their home hardwood. Shout out Billy Donovan Court in Gainesville. My friends, don't buy into the setup. This is the SEC bookie soul snatcher. The Gators are going to start scuffling again. Take the Commodores plus 6.5. That would be number 4. From your boy here today.
You're speaking my language, dude.
Telling you, man.
I really just had it in my heart of hearts that I'm just not touching the Gators for a minute. And you're speaking my language, because you're right. It does seem like because they were able to pull a rabbit out of a hat and cover that Mississippi State game, and now the line's similar again. It's like,
same line,
easy,
same
right?
line, same line,
I know.
same line. And Vanderbilt on the same exact line in their previous game against Tennessee.
And I backed them in that one too. I'm just gonna stay away because I'm so done with Florida, dude. I get it. I haven't even enjoyed watching their games because it's been so frustrating on the spreads, dude. Get me out.
Nope,
get me out.
I get it.
I respect the hell out of the pick. I promise.
Yeah. Hey, no, I understand. I know you just got burned with the Commodores. I know you backed them against Tennessee. I know. Hey, it's all good. But this is definitely
it's more the Gators, dude. It's more the Gators. I actually like the Commodores, dude.
Yeah. The Commodores are gonna be solid today. Commodores are gonna be solid for sure. So there you go. There you have it. All right. Keep it moving, keep it grooving. All right, I think we can kick back for just a little while here. Maybe make a pit stop or two, talk some shit if anything's got some value. But for next game up on tap, starting to really clip along here in the 12 o'clock slate, we got the Elon Phoenix against the Delaware Fighting Blue Hens. Fighting Blue Hens, 10-point home favorite, and current total at 142. Partner, anything from you?
No, sir. Dropped down to 9, though, where I'm seeing it over here.
Elon has been a sneaky some bitch, if I do say so myself. 8-0
like
straight up. Side. 8-0 straight up on the. Ooh, damn. Maybe I'm me right to a little fucking Elo. Oh shit! I might as well just open up the old sportsbook. So, yeah, Elon has been real sneaky. Just in general, when you expect them not to do anything good, they do something damn good. And then Delaware
just seems overvalued on the spreads, right?
Yeah, Delaware's overvalued left, right, and center. I mean, they just like. It was one of the teams early on in the season when I was starting to like do my preliminary research, like, where's the teams at? What the boys doing? Like, let me jump into Colonial, and everybody was just like, the Fighting Blue Hens are gonna be fucking 50-0, and they're gonna fucking beat everybody, and they're gonna be wagons, and like, they're 8-10 against the number. They've just been overvalued and goofy and nonsense, and I mean, 13-6 straight up, 6-0 straight up at home, but 1-4 against the number on their home hardwood. So that +9, getting the juice -114 on FanDuel Sportsbook. I'm interested in an additional ad there on the Elon Phoenix. They've been good to me this year, so it might be a little half ad. I'm gonna keep that in the book there. See where the line movement goes over the course of the show. Okay. Next one up, might have a grin on your face because you think I might have a play out of it. I fucking don't. I wanted one so bad, dude. But I think much like my Fresno State and Boise State boys out of the Mountain West, I have just about run the well dry for the time being with the Chattanooga Mocs. Going up against the VMI Keydets here today. They're laying 4.5 on the road, are the Mocs. VMI is nowhere near them, and I wanted to take it so.
Up to 5.5.
Yeah, and it seems like they should take care of that, no problem whatsoever, but it just seems like the point in time when you back it that they're going to start to fumble and humble and bumble in the bag. And it's so weird. The one thing that really stuck out to me, VMI has a because I watch the fuck out of the SoCon. You know me.
Yeah.
VMI has this 7-footer, Robbins, I think it is. I think maybe that's a different kid on a different. I know they have this 7-footer, and he's an electric factory dude, and he's one of the better players in the SoCon, and even with that, VMI comes in like ranked outside of the top 250 in height per KenPom, and Chattanooga's like inside the top 50. So I didn't understand. Like they have Silvio De Souza, Chattanooga, which like he's a fucking dog. He went off for us on Thursday, but man, I think Chattanooga gets it done. But man, I just struggled so bad because VMI has just been in this spot all year long where they take care of business. And I don't know.
And just the last 2 years of following you backing the SoCon, this seems like the spot where you might normally be like, oh, this line movement with Chattanooga, and then VMI just comes in and wins by 15 or something like that.
Yeah.
So maybe VMI, I don't know.
I'm thinking about it, but I mean, 6-1 straight up, 3-1 against the number on their home hardwood. I mean, it gets rocking. The old Keydets show up on Saturday. Yeah. Them crazy Virginia Military Institute kids let loose, come partying on the old Keydets, come partying on Saturday. Keeping it moving, keeping it grooving, out of the SoCon, into the horizon. Oakland Grizzlies against the Green Bay Phoenix. Green Bay Phoenix 10-point home dogs, 140 current total. Holy shit. You got to play out of this game, huh? What do you got, partner?
You know the freaking vibes, dude. It's Green Bay game day. And partner, please, before you fall out of your chair laughing, I do have a play on the Green Bay Phoenix. Half unit. You're dying over here. Actually dropping down to 8.5, partner. The Green Bay Phoenix are a sharp play. This is I looked at it. I was like, oh, this would be funny. And then I was like, well, shit, look at this. They might be a sharp play. Let's see. Oh, geez, it just updated. Still a sharp side. It was 10 minutes ago, 82% of bets on Oakland, 57% of money on Green Bay. Now it's down to 57% of bets on Oakland, but still 53% of money. But it's dropped down to 8.5, dude, and I got it at plus 10. Green Bay. I'm just eating all the cheese and Green Bay cheese curds that I possibly can today. I'm back in the Phoenix, dude, on a half a unit. Give me the Phoenix.
You're just eating cheese curds. That's all.
Yep. Yeah, hey, I wasn't gonna 100% blindly do it. I did need to look into it and find at least a couple of reasons, and I found the damn reasons, dude. Get in the water, dude.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna say it's not in my bet slip. That's fucking electric, dude. I'm fucking crying. You got me laughing so hard. Holy shit. He said, I'm going. It's fucking Cheesehead Day, boys. We're going to the fucking Green Bay Phoenix. I don't give a damn. And I'll be damned if the son of a bitch doesn't drop 2 points from open at 10.5. Oh, fuck me sideways. Speaking my language, Green Bay Phoenix plus 8.5. You son of a bitch. All right, man. Next one up on tap.
Sorry, actually, they have won the last 3 meetings. Going back to last year, they've won the last 3 meetings, all as or the last 2 as underdogs. So,
ooh, laughter good for the soul, my friends. Oh fuck, fuck me.
Oh boy.
All right, next one up on tap. The Valparaiso Beacons against the Indiana State Sycamores. Sycamores 3.5-point home favorite. Current line at 138 on the total. I wanted to play Valparaiso, to tell you the truth. I had them at plus 3.5. Line stayed at plus 3.5. Still a plus 3.5. Not getting the juice, though. Minus 102. I think that might be a key kicker. It was pretty much, and I talked about it right here on the show just a little bit ago. It was kind of just a straight fade of the Sycamores. I talked about it with Jeff Dawson on Thursday. They killed him a couple times. I said, Jeff, let me talk to you about these stupid-ass Missouri Valley boys. Like, if I know a Missouri Valley Conference team, it's Indiana State. The wrong ISU, by the way. But I really wanted to fade him, but all it was just kind of a fade of the Sycamores. I couldn't, here, I need to, I'll help you row the boat here, Beacons. Yep, you got me sold. Right. There was just nothing that was really selling me, so I decided to stay away. So again, my word of advice to you, what I'm seeing, if you are opening up a line and you're seeing, oh shit, that team fucking sucks, I gotta fade that team. If you're making a play 75% of it, even 50% of it based on fading that team, then maybe you need to do a little bit of research, a little bit deeper. Maybe don't make that play, but 50%, okay, for sure. Maybe about 75%. Then start thinking a little bit. So
Well, because no, 100%. Because I've done that so many times where I'm just like, I fucking hate this team.
They're
I am betting against
terrible.
them no matter what. And I've even looked, and it's been a while since I've done this, and I'll even look at the other team, and then it's like, oh, well, I'm not really seeing any reasons why to back this team. But that other team is terrible, dude. No way.
No way. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, 100%.
Figure
Good
out a
advice.
way. Yeah. So there you go. Next one up, Lehigh at the Boston Dam University Terriers. Man, these fucking books don't want us to back the old Boston U Terriers anymore. 8.5-point home favorites for that Boston team. 133.5 current total after open at 134. It is dropping down from 9.5 at open, so maybe good we aren't backing it. 1-6 against the number are the Terriers on their home hardwood, my man. Been scuffling. 7-3 against the number for the Lehigh Eagles or Lehigh Falcons. Either one. Well, I knew they were a bird of some type. 7-3 against the number. Last 10 on the road, and those are all this season. So. If you're looking, son of a bitch, actually, that's a little bit of something that I just glanced right over. Lehigh with the 8.5, very similar to the Elon +9 and the Green Bay +8.5. To tell you the truth, I mean that's very fucking similar.
I honestly just didn't know shit about Lehigh at the time when I was looking at that, and I guess I'm just I have no interest in betting against Boston for how they traded us a couple months ago. So I mean, that's obviously not the way to look at it. But
man, oh man, they are scuffling. 1-6 against the number, 8-9-2 against the number for the Terriers overall now. And man, I might have to throw a little half.
Seems like they're overvalued at home during that stretch, which kind of falls into what's going on today, man.
Wow, that Lehigh +8.5 might be worth a little bit of a look-ski there. Okay, so there you go. There you have it. All right, let me make sure. Did you have anything after your Kentucky play?
I don't even know when my next one is.
Let me no, because you didn't have. No, we haven't gone that far. I thought we went farther.
Oh, okay, I see what you're asking.
We just we're all good. And did I add? No, I put Vanderbilt on there. So yeah, we're good. Okay. Next one up, UMass Lowell at New Hampshire. New Hampshire's burnt me a few times in a spot just like this. -4.5-point home favorite. 131 current total. 5-0 straight up for the Wildcats of New Hampshire at home. 2-1 against the number though. So overvalued. I don't know. You be the judge. I'm staying away.
Yeah, I'm out on that one.
Okie dokie. No, you're good. Next one up, Service Academy game. Army Black Knights against the Navy Midshipmen. Whoa, laying 8 points on their home hardwood. They have not been a good team at all this year. Current total of 134.5. Partner, anything jumping out in your mind when you just hear those numbers?
I mean, my gut would tell me to back the dog, but in a Service Academy game. But I did not. I don't have a very good, solid read on this team. We are on these teams. We had some action with Army in about November, I would say, and it worked out for us a couple times. But I'm not really impressed with either of these teams, man.
I'm not either, but I think on the road, Army is bad. There's got to be a reason that Navy is favored by 8 points because they are a bad team, dude. Like, they are a bad team.
135 KenPom rating.
Navy is the easiest place in the entire nation to take your basketball team to go and play. Like, there's got to be a reason why they're favored here. What the fuck's going on?
I mean, Navy's 135 overall rating KenPom. Army's all the way 271. So,
wow, maybe. Man, that's just a lot of points, but doggone, that just
I think Army's kind of just overplayed themselves, honestly.
I think so. That seems like a lot of points. You know, I don't like to lay chalk, but that's really intriguing me, man. That doesn't seem right at all. Like, that's like, hey, if Army's going to be laying that much chalk, or Navy's going to be laying that much chalk at home, you almost have to back that because they suck. They suck. Maybe. They shouldn't be favored by that much. The books have no audacity to do that. Okay. But damn, I don't like laying chalk.
I have not watched.
So.
I've watched a little more Army and have been starting to get less impressed by the game with them, and I just haven't gotten to read on Navy like that, honestly.
For sure, yeah. Navy's burned me a couple times too. All right, moving on. Southern Miss, the Golden Eagles against the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders. Can't back the Blue Raiders per me today. Laying 14.5 on their home hardwood. Total opened up 133. Currently 133.5. Partner, what say you?
I've got nothing on that one, dude. Too many points.
May neither get me the hell out of the fine state of Tennessee because you're the only 10 I see. Now into the Patriot League. Bucknell at Holy Cross. Bucknell Bison, Holy Cross Crusaders. Damn, I'm back in action. I'm remembering these team names. I don't have them in front of me here. I just have the schools. Holy Cross -1. Favorites at home. This should be a back and forth battle. 145.
That actually flipped.
Oh, did it really?
Holy Cross +1.5 at home now.
That's what I was gonna say. I would back Bucknell. They just have yet to win a game on the road. 0-10 straight up for the Bison. So do with that information if you wish to get involved in that Patriot League matchup. But
worst game of the day potentially.
I'm good. No. We got a couple more. Just wait. You just wait, Papa. Okay, next one up on tap. The Bison boat race a team every time or two. They're around in. I think they're inside the top 50 in tempo in the nation. They're a decent little team. Tulane Green Wave against the UCF Knights. 7-point home favorites. Current total 140.5. I've been a huge fan of the UCF Knights. I backed them last. What the hell was it? I think it was this week. They played this week something, and they were a 2.5-point road favorite.
The 18th they beat ECU as -3.
Yeah, -3, -2.5, wherever you saw it on your books. They were down 48-28 at halftime. Come all the way back, covered the -2.5, and won the son of a bitch. Covered the -3 as well. I've never felt so lucky on a play in all my days. I am not getting back in the boat with the Knights for the foreseeable future. 7.5 is way too many points to lay. Tulane should probably cover that here today, but man, the Knights have been fucking rolling, boy. Whew.
Yeah, I mean, Tulane looks like a potentially sharp side, my man. Almost slurred myself there. A lot of money and bets coming in on UCF, and like you said, they probably do it for some regression. Whenever you have a team that was already looking for some regression and then they pull one out of their hats like that, typically the next game is a pretty good spot to fade them. So I might actually be interested in Tulane, dude.
Yeah, I was pissed. Turned the game off, flipped open the sports book. I said, why do I got extra money in my book right now? Like, it's a sizable amount of money. I was like, what? Why the fuck did this drop in here? And I'm like, UCF won? What? I just look back. I'm like, holy they covered by 5? Oh my gosh. It was insane. So yeah, I think that's set up and a half for the Knights here today. Next one up on tap, my man. You know me and my UNC Asheville Bulldogs and the Radford Highlanders, I believe they are. Radford Highlanders? Help me out, partner. Radford
Yes, sir.
Highlanders.
Yes,
yeah.
Sir.
He stays hot. UNC Asheville chapped my ass on Tuesday it was Thursday. It was Thursday. 4-point home favorites. One of the worst no calls I've ever seen. Dude had two arms latched onto his arm, got yanked down at the hoop. Ref swallowed the whistle, looked at both of his other boys like, oh fuck, we really just missed that, huh? Did one of these numbers, and they quickly ran off the court in formation as quickly as they fucking could, and that was the ball game. So really, really, really chapped on UNC Asheville right now. Not their fault, more of a reffing fault. They're really solid at home, just not that solid on the road. Radford sucks, so this is very interesting why this is only a pick'em. I'd be interested in Radford if I was a betting man wanting to get involved in this Big South matchup, but I am not here today. So there you go. That's my thought on that one. Another Big South matchup, the Runnin' Bulldogs of Gardner-Webb and the Winthrop Eagles. Eagles laying 5 at home. They are perfect at home, 7-0 straight up, but Gardner-Webb has been able to get job done here time or two. Not necessarily on the road, 2-6 straight up, 4-4 against the number, kind of what made me stay away, but man, oh man, the old running dogs just jump up and bite you as soon as you don't expect them to.
Not only that, but Winthrop has, at least against the number, has not been very profitable, man. Scuffled
for sure lately, but even a blind dog is right twice a day, so some point in time they got to right the ship.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in front of that one when they start to turn the tides. Contender for shittiest game up on tap, partner. The American Eagles. That's right. You thought that was a store at your local strip mall? No. This is the American University Eagles, or the American Eagle maybe when you go to Six Flags, that roller coaster you ride. No. The American University Eagles going up against the Loyola, Maryland Greyhounds. You would think, wow, how do they get Greyhounds? They're a green school with just a big old L. Like, it makes no sense whatsoever. These schools are so ugly. This is one of the nastiest Patriot leagues this game stinks to high hell. Loyola, Maryland laying 9.5 on their home hardwood. They're 3-4 against the number at home. American 3-7 against the number away. It's absolutely disgusting. This one's going to be bad. I've watched these teams a little bit just because I am a fan of the Patriot League, and woo, child, this is going to be nasty. Going to be nasty.
Yeah, no thank you.
So we'll keep it moving. Sun Belt, Fun Belt, next one up. Coastal Carolina, Chanticleers against the Georgia State Panthers. Partner, anything from you? Panthers 4.5-point home favorites, and the current total is at 142.5 after open at 140.
Nothing for me. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. I guess lean would be Georgia State in the bounce back, question mark?
Pissed because, yeah, that's what I think happens, but you know I love my Chants, and 4.5 on the road is just like, on a Sun Belt matchup, like, give me all of that action. But I got really, really lucky back-to-backing with the Chanticleers in those 2 games against App State. Yeah. So, again, a team that I think I've just drained about every drop out of the spigot that I can for this week, maybe for the next 6 to 7 days, too. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that one. I think it should be a shootout. I mean, numbers 6 feet high and rising, mama. So, we'll see what the hell happens. Next one up, though. Your neck of the woods. Big 12 matchup. Oklahoma State Cowboys against the number 22 Texas Hook'em Hounds. I got nothing out of this one, so I was really interested to see what you would do. I was like, look, Colt, you got your one Big 12 matchup. Don't be a dumbass. Let Mags have anything if he's got it. What say you, partner?
My man, I do have a play on this one. This is the biggest, chalk that I'm laying on the day, my friend. I'm going to the Longhorns, minus 8.5.
Whoa.
This is OK State team is one team that has been very inconsistent on the road, and I think that's what we see here today. I think they outkicked their coverage on the road. They have one really nice win, obviously, against Baylor, and Baylor was a little banged up, but they are 1-4 against the number on the road. Couple losses, failed covers at Texas Tech and West Virginia right before that, and I think they're in a big old letdown spot, first of all. And Texas is dying for a win in this one. Big bounce-back spot for them as well. Lost on their home hardwood to K-State. They are not going to be happy. That one's not sitting well in their stomachs in this one. They've got the number 17 ADE in the country, partner. Adjusted defensive efficiency. Very solid offensively. But why I say that is because to get this done and to cover this one, they need to dominate OK State's offense. 178 AOE is OK State. Solid, very solid defensively. But Texas cannot mess around on that side of the floor defensively against their offense. I think that's where this one gets to the window, partner. I think they shut down that offense really, really low. They might not. I don't think they're going to crack 60. Texas or OK State's offense in this one. And so I think Texas Tech rolls in this one pretty big. I know a lot of these. There's these Texas, Big 12 teams. You really have to. What's that?
Just Texas, not Texas Tech. Just Texas.
Did I say Texas Tech? Okay,
it's
sorry.
Okay, you got it on the brain.
Texas Tech in this type of spot. But the one thing that I've been looking at with these Big 12 matchups, partner, is the teams that travel on the road well, and OK State just hasn't been one of them. So I'm all in on the Longhorns in this one, partner. Minus 8.5, sticking right there today so far.
Hook 'em, dude. I'm staying out though. I'll let you have it. That was kind of where I was leaning. If anything, I just me. I don't like laying chalk like that. So. Got enough other riskier shit going on. We'll stay involved with that and let you have the Longhorns minus 8.5. You see it in the ticker. Let's keep it moving. ACC matchup. Next one on tap. Florida State Seminoles against the Miami Florida Hurricanes. Canes are at 2.5 favorites at open, up to 3 now. If I'm going anywhere, I'm going with Miami. But just about the time you start to think in the back of your head, like, damn, yeah, these Noles have been on some bullshit on the road. They've been killing us left, right, and center on the road. Yeah, we need to fade them on the road is when they'll smack you right in the damn teeth. So I'm out on the Noles. I'm out on the Canes. Anything from you, partner?
Dude, these teams have broken my brain.
Same.
Honestly,
Same.
They've broken my brains playing against each other. Florida State is starting to roll. This is the one team in the ACC that has they've been bad on the road, first of all, so that's why I'm not getting in the boat with them. Because I would, I saw Florida State, and I'm like, son of a bitch, they're rolling. They're this road, weird hangovers on the road. They have to stop, right? It's only in Miami. It's in state. They're not traveling across the damn country. And so my lean is Florida State, but good grief, I will not go on that hot stove of back in Florida State on the road again. I think that's the one team in the ACC that actually, if they get rolling, might be what you considered a good team in the ACC, because who knows right now. But
100%.
Yeah, I'm staying away, man. They've broken my brain.
100%, and it's funny because I was leaning Miami minus the 2.5, so breaking my brain too.
I can't hate you for it. I can't hate you for it because they're not that good, but they've been fantastic at home.
Yep. So keep us out. There you go. There you have it. Hey, Saturday's about 1 o'clock. We got a nice little Ivy League block, it seems like, here every Saturday in, Saturday out. I got no plays out of them. Didn't really see the crazy value. But we got Princeton, Dartmouth, Harvard, Cornell, and Brown at Columbia. The only one that I would say has any type of value potentially would, well, two maybe. No. I'm not going to tell you Dartmouth because Princeton has been an absolute wagon regardless of wherever you put them.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you either. A lot of monetary liability on Princeton, it looks like.
Yeah, so potentially Dartmouth, but we just got them to the pay window in a very sweaty, enjoyable game to watch, so I'm not going to overstep my bounds. Harvard at Cornell. I like Cornell undefeated at home, 4-0 against the number at home. I think they're rightfully favored here. I was just looking at it last night, and very rarely do books give you pick'em spreads, -1s, -1.5s at plus money if that team's going to cover that number. And it was at like plus 104 last night when I was looking. At fucking Harvard, like plus 1.5 was like -128. And I'm like, well, I'm not buying into that. And then probably wake up this morning, it's -110, -110. Like, well, then hey, the perks of being up at 1:30 a.m., 2 a.m., capping these lines, you see what the hell's actually going on, and you don't buy into some nonsense with Cornell. So there you go. There you have it. We will not be playing any Ivy League today. How about the A-10 partner, the Davidson Wildcats against the Fordham Rams, who the Fordham Rams have been actually a sneaky team here over the last few games here. Davidson, 10.5-point home or away favorite, I apologize, and 136.5 is the current total. Anything from you out of this matchup, my man?
No, sir. This is one where I just can't tell if the line is accurate, honestly, because Davidson is 15-2 straight up. So you don't know if that's inflated. You don't know if that's correct, at least in my opinion, because I'm not watching the A-10 that closely. So I don't know if you agree with that or not, or maybe you have a better read on it.
I've been watching the A-10 pretty close. At this number, Davidson 5-1 straight up and 6-0 against the number on the road. A lot of those have been in the underdog spot, though. This feels like a few too many points with a Fordham Rams team that has been pretty damn good at home. And here as of late has just been like we get into conference play and now Fordham's like, oh, hey, you want to come in here? we covered against you. Oh, we beat you. Like, it just feels like what they're doing in conference play, and it's weird.
That's what I would agree with you. And then I look head-to-head, at least the last 5. I only see the last 5. Davidson's got the last 5 matchups by double digits in between these two.
Yeah, something to think about.
Might just be a bad matchup for him.
It very might well be. That's why I kind of decided to stay out. But if I'm leaning anywhere, I'm taking the 10.5 with Fordham. So there you go. There you have it. Colonial, Towson Tigers against the UNC Wilmington Seahawks. Yeah, Seahawks, UNC Wilmington Seahawks, I think so. Towson laying 9.5 points on their home hardwood, total at 136.5 after opening at 137. Seahawks. Oh, you are frozen as all shit. That was funny as fuck. I thought you were.
I think I might have been actually sitting like that because I was looking for him and I just couldn't find him.
No, but you did get frozen, and now you're kind of lagged. You're starting to kind of pick back up now. But there you go. There you have it. Nothing interested in that game. Too many points for the Tigers to lay, in my opinion. Next one up, William and Mary Tribe against the Drexel Dragons. The Tribe have been absolutely terrible, disgusting. Only reason why I play this matchup is to fade the William and Mary Tribe, but just when I decide to do that is when they kick me in the teeth. So, again, word of advice, don't back a team if you're just playing it based off of a fade. Next one up, Maction Bowling Green Falcons against the Western Michigan Broncos, who have been an absolute dumpster fire lately. The Broncos, 7.5-point home dogs, 153.5 on the total after 154 at open. Anything from you, partner? Anything jumping off the screen here?
No, has moved to 6.5 and 152, but I absolutely no interest. I mean, Western Michigan is stinky, and bad. Bowling Green has chapped us a few times, so I am out on this one altogether. I've got no interest here.
What I will tell you, perks of also, again, doing this college basketball board report afternoon, shout out again. I don't do it on Saturdays, but shout out again. MAC away favorites. Wagons. Don't know why. No idea.
Really?
I can't tell you the last time I've seen, since I started writing the blog in the afternoons, I can't tell you the last time I saw a MAC team that was a favorite on the road not cover. I don't like Bowling Green in this spot. I don't like the movement, but do with that what you wish.
Not the best home court advantages in the MAC, I would say.
Just away teams in general, like Toledo.
Yeah.
Toledo yesterday goes into Ohio, number one team in the MAC, number one team in everybody's hearts right now in mid-major play. 4.5-point road dogs for Toledo when they win that game outright by 20. Easy. I didn't even watch the fucker. I didn't even watch it. It was so easy. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even need to tune in this.
Yeah, I mean,
away
those
teams
games,
in
you
the
turn
MAC.
them on and there's just almost no atmosphere. I don't mean to trash
Oh.
the MAC. I love watching them, but those fan bases.
You want to talk about no atmosphere. Last night between Manhattan and Siena, holy bejeepers. They had both the cheerleading unit and the dancing squad right on the court just to make it look like they had some semblance of human beings in there. And then they would like pan out and there was like 4 motherfuckers like sitting right on the edge and like just these like a group of like 6 Siena fans that were just giving the refs hell. I mean, giving them hell left, right, and center. Because Siena did kind of get stiffed out at the end. Like it was a tight-ass game. And remember, I had Siena on the money line. They ended up losing by 7. And it was a tight-ass game. And there was this little bald dude sitting down there just working the ref. Every time he would walk by, you just see him stand up and do one of these. He'd walk by and do it again the other way. It was fucking hilarious. Probably like, I say he's probably in his like 60s or 70s just working this ref. I was dying laughing. But there you go. There you have it. There's a rabbit hole of action sometimes and mid-major action. Sometimes you're not going to have a crowd. There you go. There you have it. Next one up. Oh, I want this one so bad, Mags, dude. Maybe we'll talk ourselves into it. Number 23, Colorado State goes on the road to the Air Force Falcons. At some point in time, I keep thinking that the Falcons have got to stop doing what they're doing. They got to stop getting 16, 12, 10, 8, 13, 4, 15, 9 point dog spreads and covering every one of them and then winning fucking outright on top of it. They're 6-1 against the number and straight up on their home hardwood so far this year, and they've been a home dog multiple times. Call me crazy, but it is very difficult for me to look at this 10.5 right now and not want to get involved.
I don't think I'm going to get involved. They covered 21 against this team at Colorado State, and they only lost by 8. So I wouldn't hate you, dude. I would not hate you, but this Air Force team has just been just undervalued consistently the entire year, dude.
Can you say severe monetary liability? This motherfucker, minus 10.5, is seeing 99% actual money wagered on the spread, and this fucker ain't going nowhere. Opened at 10.5, and it's not moving from 10.5. Like, what?
I can't do it.
What?
I can't do it.
What?
I can't do it.
What? You're telling me I can't fuck? Come on. I don't know, man.
Do it. I can't do it.
That 106 is a little.
Well, because I can't tell.
It's like every
Air
week
Force has just been undervalued, or if they just vastly overperformed themselves.
Last 4 weeks, I've looked at a number exactly just like this, and mind you, there's like only 12 more games like some of these teams have. Like only like 11, 12 more games. I was looking last night, and I was just like, what the fuck's going on? But 4 times. I think it's like 4 back-to-back Saturdays now. I've looked at a line similar to this with the Falcons, and I've gone, I'm going to stay away. No. And then they just absolutely destroy it, and I'm like, you idiot, you dumbass, you moron. It was right there. And then I just, well. And I think I'm going to be doing it again this fucking weekend because I just can't. Golly, I can't buy in. All right. Keep it moving. Keep it grooving. Maybe we come back. Just write down old AFA. AFA plus the 10.5. Keep it in the back of the head. I won't put it on the slip. Okay, Kennesaw State at Lipscomb. Straight up pick'em. I saw somebody somewhere, I can't remember. I think it was on the Action Network, said Kennesaw State was valuable as an underdog, but I got no opinion in this one. I'm good. Hey, back the Horned Owls if you want, but I'm straight. Yeah. Next one up, St. Joseph's at the VCU Rams. St. Joseph Hawks, the 11-point road dog. Current total at 134, opened up at 133. Top of the line A10 team, bottom of the barrel A10 team. Not really interested in backing either one of them in this spot. 11 points is way too many for me to lay, and I would say under. You know the VCU Rams have been an under squad, but anything from you, partner?
Yeah, no, same thoughts as you, my man. I mean, and that line movement kind of shies me away from that under because their defense is unbelievable, and so and their offense can be unwatchable at times. So that's why I wouldn't lay the points with them. But I mean, they could beat a team 48-34 and cover that spread, which I don't think that's going to happen. But that's why I'm staying away altogether, honestly.
100%. There you go. There you have it. Keep it moving into the 2 o'clock slate. We got the South Dakota State Jackrabbits. Go Big, go Blue, go Jacks. Shout out B-Russ. Haven't seen that sumbitch around in a long time. Oh, B-Russ. I hope he's doing all right. And then the Western Illinois Leathernecks. Shout out WIU, the old Mags family. Old Daryl and
Grant.
It was Grant? Okay, I wanted to make sure before I said Grant. I thought it was Grant. And his wife. Shout
out.
What wife name?
Oh, Katie. Yeah.
Shout out Katie. Shout out Grant Katie and old Papa D Mags over there in the old Rock Valley, if you will.
Oh yeah.
Holding it down for the squad over there in the West. So shout out our WIU squad.
Not the best basketball school.
No. That being said,
not bad
can't
this
bet
year
on,
though.
Not bad this year. That being said, can't bet on it. But potentially would. 6-1 straight up, 4-1 against the number are the Leathernecks on their home hardwood.
Hey, I think they're hunting for their first. I could be wrong, but I believe they're hunting for their first ever tournament bid, which they basically have to win their conference. And hey, this could be the year, dude.
I mean, they're looking good. They're looking good in the Summit League. I'll tell you that. They're looking good in the Summit League. Okay, keep it moving, keep it grooving. San Jose State Spartans against the UNLV Rebels. Rebels 13-point home favorite. Current total at 141 after open at 140. Anything from you, my friend?
No, sir, nothing on that one. That Mountain West has been escaping me. I can't get a nice read on that one.
Yeah, I can't really either. Yeah, I can't really either. I don't know what the hell is going on right now in there. There's a couple of plays that I like from time to time, like my Boise State in Nevada or the Fresno State, but I think we're kind of running out of opportunities to back them. Texas State, Arkansas State. Arkansas State, 1.5 home dog and total at 138. Anything from you, my friend?
No, sir, nothing on that one.
Nothing for me either. UT Arlington against Arkansas Little Rock. Arkansas Little Rock, 3.5-point home dog after opening as a 2-point home dog. I was very interested in UT Arlington. I just didn't know if I was being crazy because they've just been a low-key wagon in spots like this, and I've just passed up on backing them, and I shouldn't have. Was going to take them at the -2 up to 3.5. Probably wouldn't take them over 3.5, but I would still potentially recommend a half-unit play at that 3.5. Actually, I wouldn't go over 2.5. Nah, don't play it at 3.5. I wouldn't go over 2.5. So there you go. There you have it. Next one up on tap, App State. The Mountaineers at the Georgia Southern Eagles. Man, oh man, did I want to lay the 1.5 with the home favorite Eagles. I struggle with this one so much. I went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I think App State shows up and shows out after kind of scuffling here a little bit in the Fun Belt, but I don't know. Josso is due for a rebound here themselves, so it was one that I got to stay out of, and I'm just going to watch from a telescope's view away, if you say.
Yeah, nothing for me. It looks like a fairly monetary liability on the Eagles, but again, low major game. I don't think that matters necessarily, but yeah, I don't know on this one. Could be a toss-up, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. Next Fun Belt matchup, the South Alabama Jaguars and the UL Monroe Warhawks, one of my favorite college basketball team names, the UL Monroe Warhawks. Warhawks are 3.5-point home dog. I would say South Alabama takes care of that no problem. But 2-4 straight up on the road, 4-2 against the number, 7-2 straight up at home, 4-2 against the number at home again are the Warhawks. So you do with that information as you will. I'm gonna stay out of this one in the Fun Belt. Next one up, very interesting. It is just this one actually, partner. This one might be the worst matchup on tap the entire day. The entire day. The Detroit Mercy. Can't even remember what they are against the Milwaukee. Titans. Oh, they're the Titans. That's right. And against the Milwaukee Panthers, my friends. And man, Milwaukee's bad. Detroit's bad. Why is this a pick'em? I mean, this game might end 27-26. Don't tune in expecting to see a good game. I'll tell you that, boys and girls. This is going to be a Horizon League horror fire. You might have nightmares by the time you get done watching this game. So there you go, Detroit Mercy, Milwaukee.
Hey, hang on.
Uh-oh.
Detroit's got at least 5 straight. All I see is last 5, but 5 straight wins within the matchup. Milwaukee 3-7 to the number at home. Detroit 6-6 on the road.
Why, Max? Why do you got to do that?
You're right. Get me out of this.
I was really liking Detroit Mercy.
Yep.
I was really liking Detroit Mercy.
Game, dude.
Yeah, it's a nasty game.
Because sometimes with these terrible matchups, you can find all the reasons in the world, but then they can just be a really bad team and kind of, fall on their sword like they have all season long. So, yeah, you're right. We don't need to be in that one.
Get us out of here. Okay, next one up, Big 12. Interested to see if you got anything here. Number 6, Baylor Bears. Oh, sick 'em against the Oklahoma Sooners. Anything from you, my friend?
This is the one that I was a little gun-shy on. I am interested in Oklahoma. I've been waiting for injury news.
Why is it 3.5 again? Why is it 3.5 again?
It's down to 3, partner. It's down to freaking 3. 2.5 in a couple spots, dude. And they just covered a 4 at home against Kansas, Oklahoma. The main reason I was waiting, though, partner, I guess we can check to see if it has come out. But the two guys that Baylor had been without, Aquino and Sochan, were out the other day. They still took care of business, won and covered without him. The questionable game time decisions last I heard. So that was the main reason why I was staying away, to see what the line would do if they were announced in or out. Still interested in Oklahoma. Oklahoma's a solid team, man. They can take care of business at home. I think they're unranked, but that doesn't mean that they're 30 teams worse than them. They're a really good team. Baylor is inconsistent at times. I'm interested in the Sooners, man.
I like where your head's at there for sure. I was interested in him, but I couldn't get all the way in the boat.
Still 20 minutes ago, Rothstein. Both game time decisions, damn it.
I'm good on it because I got to play on the very next game. Finally. I feel like we've gone through about 50 games here, no plays.
Yeah.
I finally got to play, Mags.
Okay.
And I come to you with my hat in hand. Firmly across my heart, asking for a moment of silence. Thank you. That moment of silence was for a team that has been quite great to us all year long. A team that has treated us very well, but I believe is just on a brief scuffle. We'll be able to come back to them soon, but are getting ridiculous value on their opponent here today in this matchup. We're going to the game between the Grand Canyon Antelopes and the Sam Houston State Bearcats. The Lopes are scuffling right now, and I hate to say it, boys. We're going to the Bearcats with a K. Don't you dare forget it, plus 1.5. This is the Whack Attacker, my friends, and it is going to destroy the books with my 6th best bet of the day. This really honestly comes down to me just watching enough of the Lopes and kind of getting a hold on the Whack just through watching them and what's going on. Did you know that these Sam Houston Bearcats with a K are actually number 1 in the WAC conference? They're top of the line, 6-1 straight up in WAC play. The Antelopes 4-1 straight up in WAC play. So both top of the line teams. This is going to be a shootout and a half. I'll take the 1.5 with the dog. Now, Grand Canyon is coming off a 46-71 beatdown against Stephen F. Austin as a 1.5 or just a point dog on the road, and this just feels like kind of that classic rebound setup to me for the Lopes. Like, oh, they just got beat on the road, and like now it's now they're the favorites. They got to rebound after that. They're a way better team than that, right? They should have put way up more than 46. I just don't think that they're going to rebound in this spot, and I think Sam Houston is going to absolutely keep rolling. They just beat down the New Mexico State Lobos themselves, 71-46 as 4.5-point dogs, my friends. They are 7-1 straight up, 6-2 against the number, last 8 overall, and 7-1 straight up, 3-2 against the number at home. A little overvalued early on in the season on their home hardwood, but not in this spot, my friends. I think that the Lopes are a little bit overvalued today. A couple of key things. Go a little bit further home and away statistical-wise. Points per game allowed. Sam Houston State, 67.2 points per game and 61.2 points per game allowed at home. Grand Canyon, I was surprised to see this, 63 points per game on the road, 64 points per game allowed on the road as well. So just slightly worse, but nonetheless worse than Sam Houston. I think Sam Houston's defense makes the difference, and they're actually the number 1 defense in WAC conference play so far. So another little how you doing, keep it moving.
That defense has been nasty lately, too.
Nasty, boy, nasty. And if anybody's going to be coughing up the rock, I do not think it's going to be the Bearcats with a K. 250th in offensive turnover percent for Sam Houston, but not to worry, 270th in offensive turnover percent for Grand Canyon. So 20 spots worse for the Lopes. 165th on the defensive side of the ball in turnover percent for Grand Canyon. 80th in defensive turnover percent for Sam Houston. Last but not least, I love Sam Houston to control the boards as well. 38th on the offensive glass and 60th on the defensive glass per KenPom. For the Lopes, they are 5th offensive rebounding-wise, but how do you beat a good offensive rebounding team? With a good defensive rebounding team. And the Grand Canyon Antelopes are not a good defensive team, so they are not going to be able to counteract what Sam Houston brings offensively. 150th on the defensive glass per KenPom. But, my friends, you don't believe me and that these Bearcats with a K have all of a sudden woke up and find themselves. Believe the trends. Sam Houston State, 4-0 ATS last 4 versus a team with a winning straight-up record. 6-0 ATS versus a team with a winning straight-up percentage greater than 600. 7-2 against the number of their last 9 Saturday games. And 4-1 against the number of their last 5 home games played on the beautiful day of Saturday. That's right, I went that deep. You know me and my day of the week trends. Take the Sam Houston Bearcats with a K, plus 1.5.
I'm interested, my man. I am flat out honest. That defense, man, a defense that shut out the same team, or not shut out, but shut down that same SFA team that just whooped Grand Canyon and shut them down defensively, man. Goodness gracious, I am interested in this one, too.
I know. It took me a lot, and
I looked at it. I saw you were on it, and I was like, damn,
what the hell's he doing?
Grand Canyon in a bounce back spot, right? And then the more you lay it out, though, I mean, short favorite seems easy to bounce back. You're talking my language.
The Lopes are starting to generate some monetary liability with them being in that bounce back spot, and this line ain't going nowhere, Papa. So,
yeah.
Well, I said we'll be able to go back to Lopes soon. Just right now, a little bit of a scuffle sesh, especially against a 6-1 Bearcats team. Okay, keep it moving. Longwood Lancers against the Presbyterian Blue Hose. Blue Hose, 2.5-point home dog, total of 127. Anything from you, sir?
No, sir, but the Blue Hose name and logo is growing on me, if I'm being totally honest.
It's pretty solid, right? I'm not not a fan of the Blue Hose, dude. Like,
wasn't it nice and symbolic? Like, actually, like something along the lines of firefighters, or am I wrong about that?
I don't know. It might be. I might have to look a little something up on that. I don't know exactly what it is, but keep it moving. Next one up, Western Athletic, another whack matchup. New Mexico State against Stephen F. Austin. We just talked about SFA. Yeah. I actually lean pretty hard to SFA, my man. But just about when I think that I take a rabbit hole here in a minute. Just when about I think that I can back or fade the Aggies, that's when they kick me right in the teeth. So there you go. There you have it. Right. So we just got a highly sought after follow on the Talking the Line page and been waiting for a long time. You know, my grandmother Patricia Braze finally followed the Talking the Line page back. You know, we've been following her for about north of 8-9 months here now, and she just hadn't dropped us the follow. So hey, shout out GP. Thanks finally for the follow on the old Twitter. We appreciate it. You and
longtime fan, new follower.
Yeah. Hey, you and the guy. Hey, longtime fan, new follower for sure. The vice president of the TTL fan club, all that in between. You two will be sitting there sweating your asses off about 7:30. Hopefully not freezing your asses off 7:30 tonight in Lambeau Field. Okay, I just saw that across, and I remember we were talking about that the other day. So keeping it moving. Shout out GP, love you. Next one up, Charlotte 49ers and the Rice Owls. The Rice Owls laying 3.5 on their home hardwood.
Up to 4.5.
Ooh, yeah. Charlotte's been scuffling, dude. Charlotte's been bad. Rice 7-1 straight up, 5-1-1 against the number on their home hardwood. Jeepers creepers, that I don't know what all made me stay away from that, but I was very interested in taking that 3.5, and I just ultimately decided to stay away. I don't know what all.
If this is correct, 90% of bets on Rice, 81% of money on Charlotte, and it went to 4.5. I guess I don't know when that movement came.
Well, it was at 3.5 last night when I was looking at it, so or early this morning, so it would have flipped. So. Yeah, I don't know. Charlotte's been scuffling, especially in CUSA play. You know me in Conference USA right now. I actually got a couple of Conference USA plays a little later on, but no value in this one for me. Swaction, good sir. Alcorn State Braves against the FAMU Rattlers. Nothing from you in this one, my friend.
Do have a little swaction coming up, but nothing on this one, my friends. Alcorn State's been a good and against a number team, dude. 12-3 on the road, 13-4 on the season. But these teams are pretty damn close, so I've got nothing here.
Can't bet on it, but soon to be leaving the Missouri Valley, Loyola, Illinois, Chicago, Ramblers, the Missouri State Bears. They are playing today. If I'm taking anybody, I'm laying the 7 with the Ramblers at home, but can't bet on it because they are located in Illinois. Thanks a lot, JB Prixer, for keeping us safe and not allowing us to bet on our And I would have bet on the damn Redbirds last night, too.
Would you?
Son
yeah,
of
dude.
a bitch,
Oh,
you
man.
son of a fucking...
Telling me.
Thanks, JB. Appreciate you, man. Thanks.
I would have bet against Illinois, actually, too, and that would have won yesterday.
Yep, it sure would have. Thanks, JB. You know, just yeah, who needs to cash tickets, you know? Who the fuck needs it? Whatever. Moving along.
Digress.
Matchup. Northern Illinois Huskies. Around your neck of the woods. Got some fans of the show, fans of the Huskies, and they're playing the Miami, Ohio Redhawks. Redhawks laying 13 at home. I am so disgusted by the Redhawks. I don't even want to talk about this game. What say you, partner?
Nothing to talk about here, dude. NIU is from my neck of the woods, but it is they bleed football over there.
Yes.
I've mentioned it here. They don't even know that this basketball team exists.
No, not very much whatsoever. Yeah. Next one up, Georgia at South Carolina. Nice SEC matchup. South Carolina is a 10-point home favorite. That's right. I said 10-point home favorite. The Bulldogs are shit, but I don't know if they're that shit. I also don't know if I can get in the boat with them to think that they're going to cover that. So I glossed over this one. I don't think the line was open last night when I was looking at it.
Okay.
And I'm out on both sides. This is like, what in the hell's going on?
What in the hell is going on? Last two games, both January and February of last year, the Gamecocks won by 21 and 24 points. One of them as a 5.5-point favorite, one of them as a 4.5-point dog. Maybe just a miserable matchup for the Bulldogs. Maybe something to look a little deeper into. I'm seeing some money on the Bulldogs. I don't know. You're right, man. 10-point spread for I think, without thinking and without looking, I think this is the second worst team in the SEC, unless I'm forgetting someone else. I don't think I'm wrong in that one.
No. Nobody else. No.
I'm blanking.
Not at all. I can't think anybody else.
So I sure as hell
Get us
ain't taking
out.
the Bulldogs, but
No.
yeah, get us out of here.
Okay. Swaction. Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils against the Grambling State Gramblers. I can't fucking remember what they are.
I want to say Tigers.
Tigers? Yeah, Tigers. That's right. 12.5-point home favorites are the Tigers. Do you have the Yones to lay the chalk? Are you saying the Delta Devils are back in action, cover machines?
Cover
You're
freaking
at-
machines,
fuck.
dude. Not even being funny here, dude. Not
hell.
even being really funny. I think this is way too many. I can't believe my words. I think this is too many points for the Delta Devils. I can't believe I'm saying it. This Grambling team is better than Mississippi Valley State. I do think they get the job done outright. But Grambling just has not been beating any of these SWAC teams to this nature by any means. And Mississippi Valley State has been keeping these games within single digits. I think they do it again here tonight, dude, or this afternoon. Call me crazy all you want. They've been a decently covering team back and forth. They failed to cover and failed to win their last one. I don't like the way you're looking at me, but I do love the Delta Devils plus the 12.5 today, my dude.
If I put this son of a bitch in my bet slip,
Just stay away, then. Just
and
stay
this
away.
motherfucker kicks me in the teeth again.
Just stay away.
I am a huge fan, dude. As soon as I saw it, I was like, there's no way he's not taking all 12.5. Man, I saw it, and I
Call me
liked
crazy.
it.
I think they could get the job done outright, if I'm being honest. Got the win last year as 18. They played twice. Got the win as 18.5-point dogs
Damn you,
last year in
Magnuson.
March.
Damn you,
Lost by
Magnuson.
13 last year in Grambling. Or maybe that was on the flip side. Sometimes
No,
this is wrong
no,
about
no,
where it is,
nope,
home and
nope.
away.
It's
But
yours. It's yours.
yeah, stay away. Stay away.
yours.
Give me
It's all
the
yours.
Delta Devils
It's all
plus
yours.
12.5, dude.
Okay.
Too many points for
Okay.
the Delta Devils. I said last week they're not the dead last team in the country per KenPom anymore, dude. It's time to celebrate the Delta Devils. This is not the
time to
fate train
turn
Delta
up.
Devils anymore.
Time to turn up. Okay, there you go. There you have it. So Mississippi Valley
I need to get
State
myself a quarter zip, dude, or something.
plus 12.5. Okay, yeah, I think you do, because man, this is crazy. The hell must be freezing over. So all right,
so.
the latest two picks are in the ticker. Keep it moving. More swaction. Jackson State against Bethune-Cookman. Anything from you there, good sir?
No, sir. Got nothing on that one. I only had the one swaction action today.
Okay. MEAC, Mid-Eastern Athletic. Howard at Morgan State. Howard has burned me more times than I can tell you about, and Morgan State has done equally the same. Morgan State seems to be extremely overvalued on their home hardwood, even as a 3.5-point home dog. All that being said, I'm staying way the hell away.
Same.
Southland matchup, probably my least favorite conference in all. Like, I think you can just delete the Southland Conference if you ask me. But either way, Southeast Louisiana Lions playing the old Nickel State, not the Mavericks. Colonels. The
First
Colonels.
glance, I always fuck that
the
up.
old Colonels.
Colonels.
Sanders.
Colonel Sanders.
Nickel
Great.
State Colonels laying 9 at home, 151.5. I got nothing on that one. I'm good.
No.
Next one up on top. This one, my friends, after I just gave you the whack attacker, is now the Conference USA crusher, and we're going to the matchup between the doggone UAB Blazers and the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. We're taking the UAB Blazers on the money line, minus 125. Okay. You've been following along. You know I'm a big fan of the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs and my man Kenny Lofton Jr. over there, but good spot to back the Blazers here today, especially on the road. Louisiana Tech just a little bit overvalued. I would be comfortable with the 1.5, but I just want to play it safe in case of any last-minute goofy nonsense. I did see it was a pick'em, so it jumped off the screen to me almost instantaneously because I think upon further review, I found some doggone key things as to why UAB is the better team. Louisiana Tech 10-0 straight up, 4-2-1 against the number on their home court. With this being a pick'em and then being 10-0 straight up, and then being the home dog, that just automatically started sending off alarms in my head. I think they're overvalued because they're 6-0 straight up in Conference USA West as well. UAB is also in Conference USA West. They're 5-1 straight up. They're tied for first place with these exact Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. So I think we have a game and a half on our hands that UAB ultimately pulls away and wins. They're 2-2 straight up and against the number on the road. So books really don't know how to value them. And I think they're being severely undervalued here today. Not to mention, there's one more team in contention here for first place in the Conference USA West, and that is the UNT Mean Green. Mean Green laying 11 points against Old Dominion today, so seems about pretty lock, stock, and barrel that they're going to take care of that shit and continue to move up. So if UAB wants to keep pace, they have to win today. They have to beat Louisiana Tech. If they want to continue to stay in this tie, they got to do it, and I love that spot. Number one big key here for me is going to be injuries. I didn't mention it earlier, but this was going to be a huge thing for me. Isaiah Crawford is going to be out today for the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. He averages 11.3 points per game, 4.7 boards, and 1.7 assists. He is a money man on both sides of the floor, and with him being out, that severely limits them offensively and defensively, and more specifically, kind of offensively, especially with that 11.3 points per game. So that'll lead me into my next point. So I think UAB defense shows up and makes a difference here today. 62.3 points per game allowed for the Blazers, 63rd in AOE and 38th in opponent effective field goal. Simple comparison to Louisiana Tech, 67.2 points per game allowed, 92nd in AOE and 70th in opponent effective field goal. I really think that their defense is going to lead into offense, them being the Blazers, as well as any shots they miss, they're going to be able to clean up the boards and really get those second chance points. 31st in offensive rebounding percent per KenPom for the Blazers and 214th for Louisiana Tech. So a couple of key battles I see the Blazers winning, but you don't believe me on that, or if you care to lay the 1.5, believe the trends. UAB 15-6 against the number last 21 overall, 5-1 against the number last 6 following a straight up loss, or an ATS loss rather, apologize. UAB 7-3 ATS last 10 versus an opponent with a winning straight up record. 7-3 ATS their last 10 versus a Conference USA opponent, and 6-1 ATS their last 7 versus a Conference USA West Division opponent. They absolutely murk their Conference USA ops, and they ain't gonna let them even touch them today. The UAB Blazers continue to roll, but only on the money line. I'm okay with laying the 1.5 too, but I'm just playing a little bit safe. Blazers on the money line for the Conference USA crusher.
I'm interested. I will be honest with you, dude. I am interested. Looks like I like the monetary liability on the other side there. That's leaning in your favor, I do believe. So I'm interested. I might be adding that one for you.
Okie dokie, Artichoke. That was probably one of my favorite ones on the card, actually, when it comes to USA. You know, I've really been liking Conference USA lately, too. And I passed up on a couple other Conference USAs that I really could have got involved in.
UAB, yeah. I like UAB.
Montana at Northern Arizona, Big Sky matchup. Next one up on tap, the Lumberjacks of Northern Arizona, 6.5-point home dog, but they are nowhere near good enough to be doing that nonsense. So I think we stay out of that one altogether because Montana's burned me in this spot time and time again. 2-7 against the number on the road so far this season. Wonderful. South Carolina State against Maryland Eastern Shore. I can't even educatedly tell you anything about these two teams in the MEAC, so I'm good on that one. Whoa, I actually have another play coming up here right now, live and in prime time. Actually, another Conference USA matchup, if I do say so myself. Excuse me, pardon me. Going to the matchup between the Marshall Thundering Herd and the FAU Owls. And my friends, I am not buying this lose the hook. Oh my goodness, what is going on? We have to hammer Marshall in. My partner can look you guys in the eyes and tell you how many times Marshall has burned me on this here exact show and on the Talking the Line podcast in this exact spot. And partner, what team in this matchup is really starting to roll and has really started to pay dividends for us in backing them?
Not the Thundering Herd. Not those guys.
Oh, it would be this Florida Atlantic Owls. And haven't I been saying all week, damn, watch out. These Florida Atlantic Owls are going to start be favoring at home. And right around 3.5, 4 is going to be a key number for them. Ooh, I'll be damned. Look at where this number opened up at. I absolutely love them. FAU, 9-3 straight up, 6-3 against the number on their home hardwood here, my friends. As I try and find it wherever I have it, this is the Conference USA cash cow, my friend. They are FAU 152nd in overall rank per KenPom, and that's going up against Marshall 212th in overall rank. So very, very solid gap there. Marshall's 1-6 straight up and against the number on the road, 0-5 straight up in Conference USA East Division. They're dead ass last. They are struggling. FAU 3-2 straight up in Conference USA East Division. That is actually first place in the East. So if they're going to let Marshall come on their home hardwood and even sniff covering this line, you're out of your damn mind. Abyssinian Court is one of the most underrated courts in all of college basketball. I tweeted it out when we backed FAU on Thursday, and they showed. The boys are hot. They keep it rolling. A couple of key things here. I think that FAU absolutely dominates the glass, and that looms heavy in their favor. 112th offensive rebounding percent, 53rd in defensive rebounding percent for the Owls. Compared to Marshall, 168th on the offensive side, 216th on the offensive side or defensive side per KenPom. So I think FAU cleans up the boards, no problem, no harm, no foul, and I don't think defense is going to matter in this game whatsoever. This is going to be a high-flying shootout left, right, and center, but the only problem is Marshall is not going to keep up with FAU in a style of game like that. Look for FAU to run away with this one quick, fast, and in a hurry, and to be able to lean on their depth to continue to rotate guys out, to continue to grow and balloon that lead. They are 124th in depth compared to Marshall. That's 326th in the land in bench rating per KenPom. You don't believe me? In closing, believe the trends. Marshall, 6-17-3 against the number of their last 23 overall. 0-4 against the number of their last 4 road games. 4-0 against the number are the FAU Owls in their last 4 home games. 4-0 against the number of last 4 Saturday games. The home team in the last 7 meetings between these two teams is 6-1 against the number. And in the last 12 meetings, the favorite is 11-1 against the number. Give me all of the FAU Owls to continue to absolutely roll. Don't buy the loss of the hook. They're going to take care of this 6, 7, 8, 10 points here today.
I think I'm with you, my man. I'll probably leave it on the shelf, but I think you've got just a case of where the books are trying to make you overthink this one, and I think you're on the right side. There's no reason for you to flip on this one by any means. No. So I think I'm with you on this one.
Absolutely. It's that's classic Fugazi. Oh, shit. We thought more people would buy into Marshall with it at plus 3.5. Let's lose the hook to see if we can get some more money back because we got caught with our pants down.
And I mean, maybe Marshall's due, even if Marshall's due for positive regression, that doesn't mean they can win it. That doesn't mean they'll win or cover this game. That means maybe they'll lose by 6 or 7 instead of 15.
Yeah, they've not been well at all. So there you go. There you have it. Okay, let's keep it moving. Keep it grooving. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Well, we still got a shitload of games here.
I've got 3. I do have 3 more, but they're all at this 3 o'clock hour, dude.
Okay, so I have, let's see here. I have 1. I actually got another Big 12 one. 1, 2, 3, I believe, is all I have left. Yeah, so we can just kind of cook on through the rest of them, so we got a little time to talk some bullshit and then get on out of here. So yeah, I only got 3 plays left, but we'll cook. So I'll say yay or nay, and we'll just move right along. So, where we at? Okay, Idaho State, Southern Utah.
No, thank you.
Me neither. High Point at Hampton.
No.
Me neither. Charleston Southern at South Carolina Upstate.
No. Hard
Yeah,
no.
I know. Lamar at Utah Valley. Not a chance. Utah Valley, too many daggone points. Cal Baptist at Abilene Christian. No thanks. UC Irvine at Long Beach State. The Beach, plus 5.5 home dogs against the Tritons. Maybe take a look, but I'm out. SIU Edwardsville at Morehead State. Can't bet on it, but would say lay the 11.5 with Morehead State. We're always in it for Morehead. Next one up, Austin Peay at Tennessee State. Austin Peay, the 3-point road dog. Tennessee State has been cashing tickets for the TTL crew, but just a little bit too many points for the boys to get involved here in an Ohio Valley Conference matchup. Mississippi State against Mississippi. Mississippi State, the 11-point home favorite. Total at 134 from 135 at open. Partner, what say you?
Nothing on this one.
Wow.
I think this line is spot on. I really like Mississippi State at home, but that's too many points, man. Too many points for an in-state rivalry,
hey,
but
hey.
I also have no trust in Mississippi.
No, absolutely. I am hearing what you are saying, my friend. So, keeping it going, I'm going to change. Got to add my last play to the ticker here, but as I do, the Citadel and East Tennessee State, SoCon right up my alley, but obviously probably won't have anything on that for you, my friend. Nebraska Omaha at Denver. We typically both don't play the Summit League. And
another
that might
contender,
be
worst
contender.
game of the day. Yeah, man.
That might be contender for sure. Charleston against James Madison. Oh my gosh, I wanted my Duke so bad, but why is this line so short? And there were so many doggone things that kept it was more of a fade of Charleston, so I decided to stay away in general. But I love my Dukes, and I would 100% lay the 2 with them at home, but I'm not going to.
Up to 3.
Stop it. It was at 1.5 at open.
That even still at that number and that movement, that's still too good to be true. Right?
Too good to be true. Notre Dame at Louisville, ACC matchup. Uh-oh, here he goes. Here he comes. Louisville, 2.5-point home favorite. Current line at 138 after open at 137. Partner, what say you?
All right, my man. I am going to the Louisville Cardinal. It's a combination of fading the Irish on the road, and I, despite what their ATS numbers say, Louisville 7-3 on the money line at home. I think they can take care of this 2.5 without much of a problem here. I think they're the better team in this one. If you were in South Bend, Indiana, I'd be singing a different tune because Notre Dame turns into a different monster there. On the road, though, 3-8 ATS in their last 11 road games, 6-17 last 23 versus a team with a winning percentage above 600, and 1-6 ATS last 7 road games versus a team with a winning home record. So I think Louisville's got some serious value in this one. Home team is 3-0-1 last 4 meetings between these two, and Louisville has won the last 6 meetings between these two. I think the Cardinal haven't been able to back them too many times this year, my man. They're a middle of the pack ACC team, but I think they've got the edge here at home in this one. So give me minus 2.5 in favor of the Cardinals.
I'm out. I looked at this one high, low, long, hard. I did. At some point in time, my friend, you'll come over to the good side and stop trying to get involved in ACC. But
No.
if you cash this ticket, you will definitely not. So keep having fun. I'm staying out of the ACC. It's fucking disgusting. Louisville has been terrible at home, and that's what just kept me away from this one. So there you go. There you have it. For my partner, Louisville minus 2.5. You see it in the ticker. Shout out our guys over there at Chalkboard. You see it on my hat.
Shout out.
Our guy, Ted Maze. The Yale Bulldogs playing the Penn Quakers. I was going to say Yale. Penn was kind of the... no, they're this... Every time the Quakers are the damn sharp side, they don't quake shit. They just fall off the damn court. So I got no interest getting involved whatsoever. Kansas at Kansas State. I love me my Wildcats, but I ain't getting involved, man. I wanted to. I really want to get involved with the Cats, but Kansas has dominated the Wildcats over the course of the last few seasons, and there's really no reason to get involved in this game in my mind.
That's what I agree with you. That's why I stayed away from the spread, but I have got the under in this one, my man. I went under 139, since dropped down to 138. Still like it right there. This Cats team is a team. I see this going one of two ways, partner. I've said this with a different matchup in the Big 12, I think, last week. Kansas is a team whose defense travels well on the road. I think they can keep this a close, low-scoring, scrappy game, or they get their teeth kicked in. Kansas has a really nice day offensively, but K-State can't do a damn thing. Either way, I see this one going under. I like them drop down to 138. Still like it right there, but I do believe this one stays under. My favorite under of the day. Over-under trends. Kansas under is 17-8 in Jayhawks' last 25 as a road favorite. So when they're a favorite on the road, still get the job done, but that offense still doesn't have that same type of edge. And the Wildcats 4-1 to the under last 5 versus a team with a winning straight-up record. So I think this one stays way under, my man. Or it might get sweaty, but I do think this one stays under. I think Kansas might get to 70, and K-State still struggles. I was leaning towards the Cats on the spread, but I'm staying away. I like the under a lot.
For sure. I do too, my man. I wanted to get involved. You know how much I love my Cats. So
I was surprised.
Thanks for helping me get involved.
Of all the things I looked at, I opened that up and I was like, oh, surely he's on this, right? But yeah, the recent success for Kansas is really what got me away, man.
Yeah, big time. Okay, well, hey, thanks for allowing me to get involved. Quick pit stop, because we do have football going on here today, too. If you didn't watch all of our breakdowns, everything, go back, watch Talking the Line, episode number 207. We did a Friday Spectacular, but something just came across the desk, as they say in corporate America.
Oh, yeah?
Bengals head coach Zach Taylor, per Adam Schefter, knows Titans QB Ryan Tannehill rather well. Taylor was a grad assistant at Texas A&M from 2008 to 11, the same 4 years Tannehill was there. When Miami drafted Tannehill in 2012, Taylor followed him there, serving as his quarterback coach from 2012 to 14, and Tannehill's OC in 2015.
Really?
So, my friends, continue all you want to run to the pay window. You, your brothers, your aunts, your uncles, your sisters, your mothers, your fathers, every single one of you, keep backing the home favorite with Tennessee. Vershawn, love you, my man. We appreciate the hell out of you and your support. I am backing the Bengals. Fucking today, left, right, and center.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to be a little bit of a struggle sesh for you. I think it's going to be a fun shootout, but even firmer now, give me the Bengals on the money line. I like the 3.5 still, but give me the money line.
I'm surprised that narrative hasn't really leaked out at all.
I didn't know that.
Very interesting.
I didn't know that at all. I'm actually going to. I'm actually going to retweet that, because that was really doggone
moves
interesting.
Before on that one. I don't want to get too deep into a rabbit hole yet on that, because we got more games.
Yeah, we got plenty more games. I didn't want to get into too crazy, but yeah, there you go. Whoa, really? No shit. Okay, next one up. Virginia Cavaliers at the NC State Wolfpack.
I told you I was staying away.
Hold on. Up to 4. That's like the hammer the Bengals. That's like they're showing everybody's waking up betting now. Like, oh, look, it's going up to 4. It's going to go up to 6. We got to get it. Oh,
again, still not a public dog either, dude. I love them.
I'm not lying to you. I put that $10 on that 24-21 dub. I got a $1,900 ticket sitting out, dude. I could be one happy son of a bitch come about fucking 6 o'clock today. So there you go. There you have it. Virginia, back to Virginia, NC State. I wanted to get involved in this game. Virginia obviously burned you a couple matchups ago. I was leaning Virginia. Yeah, many times already. I was leaning Virginia, but I just said it. I'm staying out of the ACC for the time being, especially with these two teams who, what the fuck are they? What are they doing right now? And now Virginia finally cracks the top 25, and they come into NC State as the dog. I just don't know. I'm going to stay away from the ACC for the time being.
Yeah, I told you I was staying away from Virginia, and much like you said because both of these teams, you're right, NC State, what the hell are they? I don't think I've bet on a single NC State game, maybe one or two, I don't know, but yeah, get us out of here, dude.
For sure. Next one up on tap, I do have a play out of. This is a Big 12 matchup between the TCU Horny Frogs and the Iowa State, wrong ISU, by the way, hashtag Rollbirds, Cyclones. Are we lining up, my friend?
I do believe so, yes.
All right, well, I'm going for my Big 12 cash taker. Big 12 cash taker, that's right. We're going to the TCU Horned Frogs, plus 6.5. And my friends, much like we just talked about with the Air Force Falcons, but flip the script a little bit here. When will the books stop overvaluing the Cyclones? I just do not understand it. They've covered 2 out of their last 5. They're 11-1 straight up, 7-5 against the number at home. but a little inconsistent if I do say so myself. 2-4 straight up in Big 12 play, and they have started to scuffle against their conference opponents as they have started to get into that conference schedule here over the course of the last few weeks. TCU is rolling 7 straight covers, 7 out of their last 8, as a matter of fact. 2-1 straight up, 3-0 against the number on the road. They're 2-2 straight up in Big 12 play, and they see the opportunity in front of them with a huge potential win on the road in Iowa State. They could be making moves in the Big 12. I'm not saying they do that, but I will take every 6.5 point or even more wherever the books want to give me points on this matchup. Number one, hustle, 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 hustle is what it's going to come down to. Rebounds. TCU first in offensive rebounding percentage, 48th in defensive rebounding percentage per KenPom, and 53rd in height. Simple comparison to the Cyclones, 82nd offensively, 140th defensively, and 251st in height. Severe advantage for the Horned Frogs in that matchup, who are also first on the offensive glass in Big 12 play and second on the defensive glass in Big 12 play as well. So a little how you doing, keep it moving. I also think their defense shows up. They have been damn good against conference opponents so far. Second in ADE and fifth in opponent effective field goal in Big 12 play so far per KenPom for the Horned Frogs. And then I also think they lean on their depth. 64th in bench rating per KenPom for the Horned Frogs, 206th for the Cyclones. Was actually really surprised to see that. So I think all of those factors lean into a pretty easy cover here today, if not an outright win for the Horned Frogs. But before I tag you in there, partner, TCU 7-1, 7-1-2 ATS last 10 overall, 5-1 ATS last 6 following an ATS win, 5-1 ATS last 6 on the road, 4-1 ATS last 5 Saturday games, 4-10 ATS are the Cyclones, their last 14 as a favorite, 3-6 ATS last 9 January games, and 5-3 against the number are these Horned Frogs in the last 8 meetings between these two teams. Partner, what do you got?
My man, not too much to add, except I like this TCU team as a road team. One of my teams that I like to back on the road because they still show up on the road. Not much drop off. Their defense travels with them. And, yeah, as much as you said about Iowa State being overvalued, TCU, especially on the road, has been really undervalued, like almost criminally undervalued, my man.
Ridiculous.
I think this one should be 3.5, 4, honestly, as opposed to 6.5. I was scared away the other day. TCU on the road against K-State only lost by 1, but it was a 5-point spread. This Iowa State offense, their defense is very good, but their offense just isn't. It was a little overperforming there for a while, and sure. I don't know that I'm going to sprinkle on the money line at all, but like you, I love all 6.5 of those points, my man. I think it's going to be a close one.
Well, I love it. Let's get into the pay window, and let's keep this show steaming on down the tracks. Now, I only got 2 more plays left for the day. I have, let's see, it's not all the way, goodness gracious, I don't have one until 7 p.m., and then my other one is at, what's my other one? What time? Hold on, what are we doing? Where are we at? I can't find it. 6 p.m., 6 and 7. So I only have 2 more left here. How many you got left, partner?
That was it. I just dropped down all 3, I believe.
Okay, well, shit.
Yeah.
There's nothing really like nothing. I'll kind of quick glance as I'm talking here, but one really interested me: Northern Colorado and Eastern Washington, Big Sky matchup. NoCo just have not been my boys they were last year, man. They're just not cashing tickets for us, and EWU has been terrible too. So I don't know what happens in this matchup. Typically a matchup I'd be involved in, but not seeing it here today, my friends. Also Campbell and North Carolina A&T. I think Campbell minus the 2 is the right play. I think North Carolina A&T a little bit overvalued after going on the road and knocking off UNC Asheville. That was no call that I was talking about earlier on in the show. Campbell's minus 2, really solid in pick'em spots like that. So something to think about, only laying a basket. Let's see here. LSU and Tennessee was very interested in getting involved there. Wanted to take all 5.5 with LSU, to tell you the truth, man. I don't understand it though. I don't understand it though.
I think it's the day to take a day off of these teams, and because they keep jacking around these LSU spreads, man. And the one thing that I wonder, and it's really keeping me away from, it's at 5 o'clock, so NFL football has already started.
Yeah.
it seems like it's going to be more of a trap. Whatever it is, might be more of a trap for the people like us who are undoubtedly going through the entire slate and hammering plays in, whereas the average person is sticking to the NFL. So that leans me into maybe LSU, but I've just got no interest in them right now, man. I'm happy to take a day off of them.
Yeah. I think it's a good day to sit on the bench for Tennessee in LSU.
I hope it's a good one. I love watching both these teams.
I think it's
a good one.
I think it's gonna be. Hey, either way, go Tigers! I never miss an opportunity to do that. Go Tigers!
Rocky Top.
Hey, yeah, baby.
Might be my favorite school song in the country, dude. Rocky Top.
Yeah, solid song. What's that Morgan Wallen song? Have Me By Halftime. Have Me By Halftime is the name of the song, but he's like, on top of A10 parking lot, something Rocky Top. Like, I can't fucking think of the line. But there you go. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's my rendition. Fuck off. Next one up that I saw might have a little bit of value. Pitt versus Clemson. What the hell are the Pitt Panthers? Clemson, though, laying 9 on their home hardwood. You're out of your fucking mind. Are you kidding me? I don't know. Stay way away from that one, though, kids.
Stay away.
Outside of that, really nothing that jumped off the screen. The Furman-Wofford game at 6 o'clock should be pretty interesting. Wanted to get involved in that SoCon game for sure. Wofford, I think, shows up, but Furman being a road dog, just like, that was sending bells off in my head. And I was just like, don't do it, Colt. Don't do it, Colt. So I said, whoa, wait a minute. The next game up on tap has value, so I don't got to worry about that doggone game. I got the very next matchup covered for us. We're going to the Dayton Flyers and the George Mason Patriots. And this, my friends, is the A10 Terrorizer. The A10 book Terrorizer. That's right. And we're going to the Dayton Flyers minus 2.5. This is just point-blank period of setup line for George Mason being at home. They're 5-1 straight up and ATS at home. However, they've only played one game since January the 1st, and that was a 77-76 loss to George Washington, one of their heated rivals, who is not a good team whatsoever. That should not have been a one-point game. No, not even close. Should have been a one-point game. Every loss they had, I really think is just kind of been, I don't know. They've been against lackluster opponents. They've been against opponents that you really can't write anything home about, and I think that continues to be the same here today, because Dayton is not a lackluster opponent, and they're somebody who's going to show up regardless if they're at home, if they're on the road, and I think they are going to continue to absolutely roll. They have covered 4 out of their last 5, 2-2 straight up and against the number on the road. Their only failed covers on the road were in the underdog spot. Guess what? They're not a damn underdog here today. They're not failing to cover this number. 4-1 straight up in A10 play. That is good for second place. And the old Patriots have only played one game in A10. They're 0-1 straight up. So if the old Flyers let the shit-ass Patriots do anything to them today, their season is doomed. They need to absolutely destroy them by 6, 8, 10, 12 points here today. I think they have no problem covering the 2.5. I think they absolutely, they being the Flyers, destroy them on the glass, both sides of the floor. 50th in offensive rebounding percent, 46th in defensive, and 54th in height for the Flyers. 224th for George Mason on the offensive glass, 7th in defensive rebounding, and 136th in height. So real key critical there. And then with George Mason just not have played recently, I think they're going to be a little rusty. I think they're going to be a little tired. I think that Dayton is going to take every opportunity they can, all pun intended, to fly up and down the court and get these boys tired. And they'll be able to lean on their 99th ranked depth, that being Dayton. But George Mason, outside of the top 300 in bench rating, 305th per KenPom in bench rating. So I think we see George Mason struggle mightily here today. This one should be closer to 4.5, 5.5. I think it's just because of some of the key recent trends, but let me tell you about them, and you should be in the boat with me. George Mason, 6-13 against the number last 19 January games, 3-11 against the number last 14 home games versus a team with a winning road percent greater than 600. Dayton, 7-2 ATS last 9 following an ATS win, 6-1 against the number last 7 January games, 5-2 against the number last 7 on the road, and 4-1 against the number of their last 5 against an A10 op. They're going to murk them. This is the A10 Terrorizer. Dayton Flyers, minus 2.5. Easy money, straight to the pay window.
I like it, my man. I'm staying away, though. Staying away from it.
Hey, that's okay. A10 hasn't been your shit. It's all good. I get it. A10 hasn't been your shit.
Usually, I need to get in the boat, dude. It's usually one of my favorites.
Yeah, man, and I'm telling you, Dayton's got a fuckload of value here today, so maybe you do need to get in the boat. But hey, who am I? What do I know? I just am but a humble messenger telling you these plays that are all going to be cashing here today. So, outside of that, one more play on tap for me. I really want to get involved in South Dakota and St. Thomas, man. But St. Thomas, I wanted to lay the 2 so bad with them. But got to stay away from the Tommies against my better judgment. Outside of that, nothing on the board that's really intriguing me. I think we've all but run the well dry with Boise State. Actually kind of intriguing me, why the hell is Colorado only a 3.5-point home dog?
That was the other one I didn't have anything, but I wanted to talk about, or at least mention why.
Yep, I think that's kind of a setup for them. I think it's just because of their home court advantage. I think UCLA takes care of that, no problem, but I also think everybody in their dogs think the same exact thing. So,
yeah.
Not entirely certain.
Potentially another case of everyone's watching football. Maybe they're trying to trick people who are crazy about basketball. I don't know.
Yeah, I got, the last one here, I was just kind of flicking through as you were talking there. Nothing else really we needed to talk about. Arkansas, Texas A&M, 8-point spread. A&M not good on the road. Just stay out of that one. There's just really nothing else. The closing portion, I think they put a lot of these games at the end of the slate just to, hey, everybody's going to be watching football.
100%. What about the old Pilots catching 20?
Pilots catching 20 against BYU. Worth a look. Who knows? But what is definitely worth a look in closing on my final play of the day, the ACC paper delivery. That's right, the final play of the day. North Carolina Tar Heels against the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and I'm laying the 1.5 with the home favorite and the Demon Deacons. Looks like it's up to 2 at market consensus, so I like that movement as well. Everybody's going to be on the short road dog, the blue blood, UNC. We know it. We've seen it before. 3-2 straight up and 2-3 against the number on the road for the Tar Heels. So a little bit inconsistent if you ask me. 4-2 straight up in ACC play, but that's been against the 12th toughest strength of schedule per Ken Pom, so a little bit lackluster. I absolutely love this spot, actually, because the Demon Deacons are 5-3 straight up in ACC play, so I love them to kind of flip-flop records there. I like Wake Forest to go 6-3, and then UNC to move to a 4-3, and then the next game they'll go to a 5-3. I don't know why it always works out when I see numbers like that. It just seems like the team that's in the 5-3 spot, they end up winning the game and covering it as well. Deacons have been solid at home, man. 10-1 straight up, 7-4 against the number. Every time you've been like, I don't know, dude. They just absolutely ball out even harder. They're so damn good. Home and away splits are really what does it for me. Wake Forest, 80.7 points per game and 65.2 points per game allowed at home. 77.4 points per game for the Tar Heels and 81.6 points per game allowed on the road. So huge edge there. Wake Forest is 17th in the nation in home court advantage per Ken Pom as well. So that's going to loom large in their factor. And then also I think their defense is going to show up here and really allow them to seal the victory. 49th in ADE and 57th in opponent effective field goal. UNC, 83rd in ADE and 156th in opponent effective field goal. Not top tier, top of the line, not hanging their hats on defense like they usually do from year to year. But you don't believe me on that? In closing, for the final time today, believe the trends. UNC 5-13-1 ATS last 15 road games versus a team with a winning straight-up home record. UNC 4-12 ATS last 16 road games. Wake Forest 6-2 ATS last 8 Saturday games played on their home hardwood, and 5-2 against the number the last 7 meetings with these Tar Heels. Closing it up, the final ticket making it straight to the pay window, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons -1.5. I am absolutely groovy Tony with the -2 as well.
It interested me. I will be honest. It interested me. But, yeah, this Wake Forest team, I'm just interested to watch this one, if I'm being totally honest. I think you're on the right side, though. I really do.
Yeah, and I think this was the book set this as a pick'em because I can't remember who was out. Somebody was out for UNC, and, like, they're projected back in, but he's like a 14 or 15-point scorer. I can't think of who he is, but I saw that, and it didn't really like, oh my gosh, like, and you would think it would have flipped the line with that, and instead it just went up to -2. So I firmly believe that I'm 100% on. The only one, like, literally, I woke up again this morning and I went through this because I stayed up till, I told you, I stayed up till 1:32 a.m. doing these picks. I just, whatever the hell, get it done. And I woke up this morning and there was not a damn pick on the board that I was just like, oh, fuck, what was I thinking last night? Why did I hammer that in? Like, the only one I have any question on is our fucking showdown, because I didn't know we were showing down, but I really have zero question on that one either. But it's just always a stupid fucking showdown. Fuck you. I get so tired of this bullshit. I just wanted to have my plays. You have your plays. I don't need a damn showdown. You don't need to open up and say, oh, wow, Colts on Auburn. You know what? I wasn't going to play it, but I think I should just play fucking Kentucky just to piss him off, just so we can do some shit, just to fucking get under his skin, so he doesn't have a perfect fucking day, the one losing ticket he has. You know, I ain't
You're
got
already
time
talking
for it, man.
yourself out of this one.
I got time for it.
You came in fighting. I was coming in
Reverse
cordial.
osmosis.
A nice little
Reverse
friendly
osmosis.
showdown, dude.
No, reverse osmosis. I'm not doing it, man. This is ridiculous. I cordial friendly showdown. There ain't no such thing. All right, that does it.
All right.
The entire collegiate basketball slate on tap for this beautiful Saturday of bets, January the 22nd, 2022. Partner, what's going on over there? What's happening?
Rutgers has flipped to a 3-point favorite.
I don't like that.
I don't like that at all.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
What does that mean, and what news are we missing there? Rutgers has flipped to a 3-point fucking favorite. Yeah, well, what the fuck? That's interesting.
Rothstein's got any news.
Why? What am I missing? What am I fucking missing? What am I missing here? I don't understand this.
Minnesota will be without Eric Curry, Jamison Battle, and E.J. Stevens.
That's their whole fucking lineup. Don't play that. Don't play that. Minnesota -1. That's their whole lineup. Don't play that. Fucking dumb. That's so fucking dumb.
37 minutes ago.
Like, how do you not, like, that's your whole fucking lineup.
COVID, health, and safety. I don't know if that might have been this morning type shit. Son of a gun.
That fucking pisses me off, dude. Gosh darn it. Hold on, I gotta write some shit fucking down, because now I gotta fucking, yeah. That really makes me fucking mad, dude. Gosh darn it. I don't know if you even middle on that or not. I mean, they could still win. That could be like a classic case of the fucking...
we had with the Gators on the road still sucked on offense. So.
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know, man.
So I'm not...
Do it for the boys, next man up mentality. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not calling it a straight loser yet. Obviously, we don't like it, though.
Yeah, it doesn't make me happy by any means whatsoever. Okay, well, there you go. There you have it. Because I actually had put together a little side, so now I got to do some extra shit. I put together a little side parlay action. Then boys want it. So now your boy has to do some fucking work real quick. Dude. So, son of a bitch. Yeah, did not anticipate that one. So yeah, don't play that, guys. Don't play Minnesota. Don't get yourself caught up in that bullshit.
Don't play Rutgers either, though. Yeah, I'll just stay the hell away from that.
Yeah, I definitely would agree with that. Okay, well, a little bit of
the way she goes sometimes.
The way she goes sometimes. The way the cookie crumbles, San Diego. It is what it is. But hey, maybe they end up getting it done outright. Either way, just like we did with Florida, that would be pretty doggone cool.
The Barnes jumping, dude. They need some energy.
It would be cool, man. It would be really cool. I'd be all about it. But we'll see what happens. All that being said, my friends. Partner, anything else you got before we send them off here into this beautiful Saturday of ticket cashing on tap?
I guess we can go through Mr. Rothstein drop down some in and outs for so far today, if anything we were interested in.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
San Diego State's Chad Baker-Mazara. Non-COVID illness will be a game-time decision, and UNLV's Josh Baker is out for today's game. Only averaged about 5 points a game, so nothing crazy there. But Seton Hall, how about this one, partner? Seton Hall's Bryce Aiken and Brandon Weston are out for today's game. Aiken, 14-point scorer for the old Seton Hall Pirates.
That's huge. That's really huge. Holy cow. Doggone. That's, man, I hate COVID so much.
Seton Hall's still 1-point favorite, though. They didn't flip, so I think you're still okay on that one.
Yeah.
They got a lot of talent, man.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. It seems like today's now going to kind of start to be a fucking goofy-ass COVID day is what I'm kind of worried about. So I'm just quickly glancing through some of these lines, and, like, some of this movement that I'm seeing happen is like, okay, are we about to get a shitload of, like, COVID news? Like, did I, like, fuck up some stuff here? Like, because I'm starting to see some of this movement, and just, like, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like, holy cow. Okay, well, there you go. There you have it. Episode number 10 of the Wise Words on Campus Pod. No, that's not right. Wise words. Yeah, I'm doing too much shit over here. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me finish here before I fucking.
Hey,
I got too
it
much shit
works.
going on. I'm trying to fucking make
gave
sure
some wise
everything's.
words out
Yeah, we did give some
here
wise
on
words as
campus.
well, but it is a cup of Joe on campus. I need to get that fucking thing in my hand first. Okay, now I'm back in business. Everything's good to go. Goodness gracious. All right,
Check out
my
the Wise
friends.
Words Pod.
Do check out the Wise Words Pod, available on your favorite podcast directory or wherever you get your pods. You can find it at talkingline.com/wise-words-podcast. But this here is the Cup of Joe on campus podcast. So to all you beautiful people who joined us here on today's show, thank you so much. Cheers to you. We hope you enjoyed today's show. As per usual, we hope you got some solid value. We'll let the plays run in the ticker one final time as we get on out of here. Be sure you stop by my UFC pick blog. Be sure you stop by RMags Extra Cheddar, coming out here soon as well. Outside of that, we can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by on this beautiful Saturday of college basketball bets. Whatever platform you're watching on, make sure you hit that like button, that follow button, that subscribe button, everything in between. Share this pod if you could be so kind. Send it on over to your brothers, sisters, friends, neighbors, enemies, aunts, uncles, everybody in between who is a good old-fashioned ticket cashing degenerate, because that's what we are here at the TTL pod. And you doing those things only helps us make TTL Sports Media bigger and better for each and every one of you. So, last but certainly not least, my friends, and I thought we had a comment, but it's another one of them bullshit fucking
Pope
things.
Edwards,
shout out. Outside of that, my friends, just wanted to make sure we didn't have anybody popping in. We hope you have a spectacular rest of your Saturday, unless you have any other plans. We'll see you back around the bend for Monday's episode of the Talking the Line podcast, episode number 208 at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Get your hiking shoes on, boys. We got plenty of trips to the pay window all early afternoon through the late evening long. And outside of that, make sure you get all them bad boys right in the ticker down there locked in so you can say with me right alongside the cheese head himself. Let's cash some tickets.
go Pack, go baby.